Well, it's meant for non-lethal plays, Mangler. I know you don't believe in non-lethality.
Well, so like there's a reason why you want certain non-lethals, but I'd say one of the biggest reasons is like if it's conspicuous.
It's a bat.
Oh, unlock the loadout slots.
Alright, the stream has started, but I doubt anyone's going to join right away since usually YouTube doesn't send notifications till later, so... I've actually never seen this game in action. I've seen like a few memes here and there and Easter eggs. I've never actually seen how you play this game.
This game is very
Oh, much.
it's very in depth. It's a very in depth stealth game. So basically, sorry, I had to drink from my juice bag. your
You have a
your
fucking juice
primary
bag?
Yeah, so your primary goal is to eliminate whatever select targets that you have. You're given like a summary of how this is, and then you're given like a setup. So I'll probably wear.
Are there any like side objectives or anything you gotta take care of, or is it just like kill your target and then leave? Like you don't have to do anything else?
You can kill your target, but the way it comes down to the way you want to kill your target. So I don't have the intel opportunities here,
Hitman has co-op?
but
I don't know anything about that. I don't even know the game.
it does. It has a co-op mode in Hitman 2.
The
I don't
fuck?
know about
How do you
2.
co-op mode in Hitman?
Simple. You just spawn in two different people, different locations of the map, and have them track and kill a target, and they can take each other out.
That seems a
Uh,
little strange, but alright.
it's actually rather simple. Um,
Well, like, so
so
are you both playing as like Agent 47? Because I know he's not a hitman.
so it'd actually be really easy for you to spot where the other person is because you're going to see some very very stern, emotionless looking bald man in a 47 suit walking through the crowd with like a silenced magazine.
It's like
Um,
Splinter Cell co-op. Oh, okay.
I
Never
haven't
played
played
Splinter
that.
Cell co-op.
Yeah, so you have different ways that you can kill your targets. So you can like,
But what
I
about the
think
droid attack on the Wookiees?
I'm probably gonna use don't use that tone and an unhappy ending. So I'm gonna kill Zaydan by pushing him into a printing press.
Well, there, want to go for some ranks later. They just gave me Vexy free gift for ranking for some reason. Yeah, depending on how it goes, Mangler usually gets off low on bald. Well, actually, since Mangler's the one streaming, I might unironically, if I close off my other tabs, I could just play a Leagues game while he's streaming. I would just have like a hard time looking at chat. That's
I
that's
can still look at that.
that.
I
that
could still pause, so it's not like anything crazy. Um, we'll go
oh, you
with.
got. They gave you Vex new hit. Gross.
I'm gonna smuggle in.
Smuggle. What? We don't do that here, Mangler.
Got like, why do I have the Masamune sword? Lethal in all engagement scenarios, but also extremely suspicious.
It's a fucking sword. No shit, it's extremely suspicious. It's a fucking sword.
I know.
I'm gonna be honest. All this shit here is extremely fucking suspicious.
So some of it is, and some of it isn't. It depends on what disguise you wear. So like
What
this game.
disguise lets you? Okay.
Okay, so this game, it really depends on like what you're wearing and where you are, and what item you're holding that
Is
determines whether or not you're
is
suspicious.
it like Absolution? Because I have played Hitman Absolution.
I don't know what Hitman Absolution is.
I hate you.
I love you too. Where is the not the hit? I was about to say the Hitman remote, but I just missed the TV remote.
What the fuck? It's a special remote. It's the Hitman remote, guys. I got the Hitman remote on me.
It increases the volume of my TV when I'm playing Hitman.
So, would you? Which one would you say is a little more in depth, Metal Gear Solid 5 or this game?
Um,
Or have you not
what
played MGS 5?
I haven't. I played a little bit of MGS5.
Boo!
I wanted to
Boo!
go and play a little more. So this game does basically give you the ability to like you can do some really elaborate stealth setups. So you can bring people to a couple locations, knock them unconscious with their disguises, and then like you can bait a lot of people into doing very elaborate scenarios. You just have to be like very
Wait. You showed up here in a fucking suit? How is that not conspicuous?
it's okay. I'm 47. I can get away with it.
So ridiculous. Shadow the Hedgehog, best game. What the fuck?
I'm gonna wear my summer suit, but I was feeling a little bit of the ICA.
See, when I wear a suit, I remember actually I had this friend in high school because my first day of high school, I wore a blazer with a regular orange t-shirt. And like my friend told me like later on when we became friends, he's like, I saw you the first day, and I'm like, what a fucking weirdo. And I'm like, what? So wearing a blazer makes me a weirdo? I mean, yeah, but like,
It's just like, well, so when you dress too nice, people are no longer like, that has to be the only reason. It's not like, well, fit in with the rest of the crowd. I'm like, well, if we're talking like casual, that is like literally thousands of different outfits. There's no happy medium.
Let me
All right, so
make sure what's going on here.
to kill Zaydan, we have to get inside. He's currently located inside of some, probably one of the significant differences between this and. Actually, does Metal Gear Solid have some like see-through walls mechanic?
It does not.
Okay, so that's probably a significant difference between this one is that like, entire areas like flooded with enforcers. So these are people that know like their own, like basically their crew and whoever they work with. So they will see through any disguise that you have of that thing, provided it's not of like a higher rank.
Hang on 1 second. Let me.
Which really only affects like the military.
No, that should be fine. All right. There we go. I checked today versus Balkius Fate starter at 1C. Oh, yeah, DMC I think apparently got done with their whole tier 1 debacle situation. I'm gonna be honest, I still don't fucking, like, I understand Neo's reasoning for, like, their section, but I just don't think it's a fuck this, I'm closing out
We're
League
just
of
putting
Legends.
that logic to the test. It wasn't like him.
Yeah, like, unfortunately I felt like I think he thought we were going at him directly, which wasn't the case.
Freddie, if you're hearing nothing personal, that was literally just to like, I was putting the logic into practice. It's just usually when you put VSB logic into practice,
do you just attack random citizens? Was that how you get your kicks? Maybe I should invite you next time I play a Call of Duty campaign. We can do no Russian together.
Remember, no conscious citizen. Alright, can I get him from here? Probably.
Alright, so I've closed off all my other tabs. That should be drawing energy. It's really just the League of Legends client, because Riot's never been able to make a successful fucking client that doesn't fucking just make me all blow my brains out. Wait, so that means Fate's now tier 1? Okay, so for context, it's more regarding the DMC thing. Actually, Mangler, can you make sure you have stream settings on?
What do you mean?
Some games have music that's like not stream friendly. Can you check your like actual settings real quickly when you get a chance?
Oh wait, actually, hang on. I think I have. There's actually an audio description for that specifically says it's called audio or subtitles, something of that. Camera correction. Well, I think it's this one.
Which I think it might be. I think it might be game.
Music.
Yeah, I think it's gameplay.
I could have sworn it's here. Wait.
Cameron killed the toilet.
Not finding it, which is weird.
Well, I was just checking because like I hear the radios on in the background. I don't know if it's copyrighted or not.
Well, so
just
the radio that you're listening to is like a mixtape function for a device in game. That's not actual music. That's like.
All right, that's fine then.
I'm pretty sure it's made by the game creators as like a scripted sequence thing that you can activate to get NPCs' attention because it's literally intended to draw people to an area so you can knock them unconscious or kill them.
All right. Well,
it's not intended for for listening purposes, at least for your listening purposes.
All right. Hit and run, kill the toilet. Yeah, so going over what happened. So apparently VSB has decided that they were going to well, so I'm not even fully sure what the fuck they mean cuz like so
All right.
basically
You
uh,
want to explain it? I'll explain it.
another one. Oh, at least you
I'm-
fit the scene. I'm 1 beer in, 8 noon. Let's go. No, but so basically what happened was is according to Afedi, what happened was is basically DMC is getting tier 1 or they're getting 90 range that doesn't
and higher
scale
dimensional.
to any of their hacks or any of their abilities. It
And then
just
also, well, so they're getting higher dimensional range as well as existence. So that means like you
so
can't kill them, and they can hit you at a ninth dimensional distance.
but you're not ninth dimensional.
Yeah, so what this effectively means is that like Mundus, let's take Mundus for example. So he's a character that's already argued to have like cross universal, cross multiversal like range with his abilities. Like he can pretty much hit you anywhere in the cosmology if he wants to, and he has knowledge of all the alternate timeline continuities as well. By VSV's logic, he can hit you 9 dimensions of infinity. So what this means is that the amount of space that he would cover just in like the infinities of higher dimensions, like let's say the sixth or seventh, would be so large it would dwarf the size, the entirety of the fifth dimension. And the argument is that he can hit those ranges, but he wouldn't somehow qualify for that level of AP.
Yeah,
Well, he's already hitting a range that would render that moot by comparison.
I just like again like I think the smart decision was just to ignore it completely. I don't think like I don't like it's just so weird to me that they even gave them anything off that.
Oh yeah. If you're gonna give them like the high godly stuff, the different types of region, or the different types of like immortality and the resistance to curses and like existence erasure and stuff like
There's
that,
plenty of
I
other
think
stuff.
yeah, no, that would have been fine for them to go and like do that. But the problem is that when you do like you 90 or how can I say this? You do 90 or you go home. Like there's there's no in between.
Like I hate to be I hate to who are you looking for? What are you trying to bait?
Did you see the guy over there?
Mangler, put it near the fucking door.
I gotta pull him up here. Hang on.
Are 90 TVs out yet? They are not. No. No, so like again, like the problem is like again, like when we're talking to Fetty, like that's why I asked Fetty the question of like, hang on a minute, does that mean Dante doesn't kill demons according to VSB? Is this your strategy? So what do you do if they turn left?
Whatever. I'm just so slick.
That better be a semi-automatic rifle. That better be a fucking foul over there.
It's chambered for 5.56, so probably not.
Yeah, so that sounds automatic, man. We don't do automatics here. Lightning versus
Wait,
Bayonetta.
they're not semi 5.56s?
So unfortunately, I have not finished Final Fantasy 13 or watched the other games. I do know Lightning skills tier 2. The top tiers in Fate, like the Beast, Grand Servant, and top tier like Surtur are tier 1 by versus Battle Wiki.
General Zayden
I see.
keeps coming down here to check on the prisoners.
Okay. Sir, I need you to move over there. There's the headmaster's key. I can't.
I'm pretty sure
actually-
Lightning Beast Bayonetta. California, here the world automatic related gunnery. Hey, everybody, what's up? So like, I'm more concerned for California because like the more you take away shit, like the worse people get.
Kind of like me in this game.
Well, dude, what do you mean? You're gonna fucking bust out your best Night at the Roxbury impression and fucking pull out your boombox to get everyone's attention.
Good sir, please walk over there. Thank you. I have things to do, and I'm comfortable with you watching.
I've been playing Infamous lately. Would Cole versus MA Raiden be fair?
Mortal Kombat Raiden?
Well, he put MI afterwards. What series specifically? Cause like if it's Cole versus like I think Cole's closest matchup, and Mangler can correct me on this one because I might not be familiar. What's Cole's closest matchup? Like fucking Raiden from Metal Gear, like maybe MGS. Okay. I think I get the one the Raiden. I don't think Cole's got too crazy with like a kit, right?
Hang on.
What the
Sorry for the
fuck?
brain damage you're about to experience. Yeah, please keep looking that way while I drag your pal Johnny over here to the corner and leave his body.
Final Fantasy 13 is cursed. I'll wait for the E word, lol. So like, I might just play Final Fantasy 13 by myself. Well, so I don't know because like for some reason it fucking crashed on PC. I really don't want to replay the first game. I might just look up a gameplay. I might just look up how strong is Mortal Kombat. That depends on how you want to scale the realms, because even like in the media of Mortal Kombat, the realm size is inconsistent.
The fact that he did not see me means this guy must be the blindest soldier in this building. But that's not really saying much because everyone here is blind.
So who are you here to kill exactly? Are you here to kill the like main like governor?
That guy. I'm here to kill Reza Zaydan.
Is that PS4? Did you check out Fist of North Lost Paradise? My brother is using the PS4 right now. Once he's done playing like Spider-Man on them and shit.
Good afternoon, 47.
What is this?
Your destination is Marrakesh, Morocco, where civil
Are you rewatching the thing?
Your targets are private
No,
bank
I'm letting you guys
Strandberg
watch it.
and Army General Reza Zaydan, two of the conspirators in a sinister plot to overthrow Morocco's fragile government. Strandberg, a former bank CEO who stole billions of dollars worth of savings from the Moroccan people, was facing trial.
Oh, I forgot. He actually broke free from his prison transport.
Mercenaries freed Strandberg from his prison transport, resulting in the death of several police officers.
Mortal Kombat's highest is like
Takes refuge at his native Swedish
2C.
in front of which crowds of angry protesters have gathered, demanding his hand.
Oh, that's why they can't storm the building. He's at a consulate. I was like, what fucking hell can they not, like, break inside?
Mangler didn't even know the whole fucking requirements of his mission.
Operating out of a field HQ at a nearby
No, I knew everything else. I was just like, why is no one... I keep forgetting that he's not, like... He didn't... I thought he conducted some fraud and then, like, protesters were outside his, like, house. I didn't realize he was sent to court and then he was broken out of by an armed transport on the highway. I'm like, what the fuck? Like... Alright, so... I gotta get inside.
I'll be like Lost Paradise. I'll give it. I will give it a try when my brother like gets around to playing the PS4, and then like I'll stream it. But like, I mean, like, it plays the same way as fucking Yakuza, right? The Yakuza games didn't play bad. I just didn't really care for the story.
Is there a walk over there?
Yeah. PC Final Fantasy 13 was a stream with it. I'm really upset that fucking stream failed. I didn't realize that like Game Pass, like I didn't. I guess I never updated the game. Agent 47 versus Frank West, who wins?
That depends. Because, like...
Did you just toss it there? Oh, Jerry. They play similar but includes mechanics around Octo. You gonna throw your fucking thing at him?
I don't like your face.
Damn, it doesn't like your face. Wow.
Well, we have to restart this.
What do you mean we have to restart? Just run and hide!
No. So, basically, you don't want to get found out. I needed to get to a certain position.
You are a terrible assassin.
I was actually doing pretty well.
I was doing well until I wasn't.
So 47 can win if you put him, if you script it in his like favor. So that's like if you just put him in like a crowded area, like a mall or a convention or literally any, like even if you put him in like a public area where Frank had like all the advantages, and you just had him like walk by a glass of water that Frank had, he could probably just dip some cyanide or something in there, and just kill him.
Are you saying
Frank
Frank
would-
can't like cure himself of cyanide in 2 seconds flat?
Frank would know it's in there.
Maybe he'll taste the
I'm
difference.
saying like
These ones.
Agent 47 would never let himself be revealed, so you could probably argue he would like.
Boo! This
slip
is the
around.
moment where you go guns blazing.
Oh, that comes later. That comes on normal mode, not on professional mode, where you take 5 bullets and you're dead. Whereas on normal mode, you take like 30 and you're like, keep it coming. You know, it's a very different world in professional mode.
Needs more toilets. Yeah, so the only stealth game I've really played have been the Metal Gear games for the most part, and just Hitman Absolution. But from what I've heard, Hitman Absolution's the worst Hitman game. Would you ever do an Infamous How Powerful video? No, I've never played Infamous, and you know what? I'm not really too fond of the series. I'm still getting back to the swing of making videos. Like I've technically been recording that Dante versus Beerus versus matchup for a while this last week.
Hey, if you really want to play like a superhuman game... Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Now I can answer that question. So, Cole McGrath's best matchup is Alex Mercer from Prototype.
Careful, Kyle might show up. Okay, canon difficulty is completely wrong, though. I've seen canon difficulty. It makes no fucking sense.
This canon difficulty you're talking about.
So in the Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise game, they have something called canon difficulty. It's meant to be how strong the characters are in the actual canon, but it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Lovely.
So it's like, unironically, that's one of those examples where like I would toss that out personally due to the inconsistencies. Because I've seen some of the levels of the characters, and they're full of shit. Oh no, is it low 999 Toki? Yeah, no, see, some of them make sense. Like, Toki makes sense. That's fine. Even though it's not even Fist of Strength Toki, which I disagree, being level 99, since, you know, technically Fist of Strength Toki is stronger. But, like, so, one of the ones that kind of caught me off guard was Souther's level. Because Souther's level 75, and then Ray's, like, level 70. And keep in mind, I'm playing Prototype. I hope you're having a good time on Hero. And keep in mind that Rao, who's also level 99, could not defeat Souther canonically without the secret. Alex kind of loses badly. Alex versus Cole McGrath? That's not exactly a stomp in Cole's favor. I've heard a lot of claim. So do you have to do it this way, or are you just like choosing to like beat up civilians? I mean, I'm not going to judge you either way.
I do need to clear out civilians one another, and if I don't move him, he's gonna go down to there because that's where his pathing designates him to be. Or in the layman's terms, he's a shopkeeper. This is his fucking shop, so he's gonna be unconscious, or he's gonna be dead.
Wow. Yeah, but he's safe. But Toki is bonkers. No, like don't get me wrong. Like I've seen some of the shenanigans the game has. It's just that to me, it's like there are so many weird level like. The fact that Rao's 99 also kind of irks me too, because like, I mean, if we're going to give Toki 99, and technically Toki's a way better fighter than Rao, I don't think Rao should be level 99 either. And then
so
like...
for the Alex?
Go
ahead. No, you go.
Oh. I was going to say, and then like at the end, the main antagonist, I'm back with the milk after 3 months. Oh yeah, Pirates, how you been? Been a while since you've been here. Yeah, anyways, and then, like, you fucking, like, yeah, like, I would disagree with Toki and Rao being at the same level. Akame got Kill's about to get their second win on Death Battle. Who the fuck is fighting Akame got Kill? Are they finally gonna bring in Akame? Cause, like...
No! I'm not trying to get in there. You get in there.
You guys have ruined my life. It's been overrun by DMC scaling. Yeah, that sounds about right. Welcome to the club. Hale versus Yujiro. TF2 versus Baki. I don't know who Hale is, unfortunately. Akame versus Killua. Oh, yeah. That should be a stomp in Akame's favor. I think she has better scaling. Mangler, bonk.
What?
See now, if that was me right there, boys, I would go guns a-blazing on everyone in sight.
So I can do Chat, if you want me to go for lethals, I can do lethals. I will still hide the body. I'll just make it my goal not to let bodies or things get spotted. Killing does make the stealth easier.
You're a
Oh,
bloodthirsty
shit.
monster. You know that. You're just over there killing people like a sick fuck.
Son of a bitch. He spotted me. No, why are you coming over here?
What game are you guys playing? He's playing Hitman. I'm farming in the mobile game on the side. And then I probably am going to have to work on my writing a little bit since I need to make character profiles. Look, it's still stealth, but everyone gets eliminated even if you get detected. Yeah, my AK-47 really just busts out the stealth.
Oh, fuck. I snapped his neck. Oh, whatever. Okay, guns blazing. If he's dead and he died by accident, then no one's dead. No one's safe on purpose, obviously.
This just seems like the right way to do things.
Where are my knives? Where are my knives?
I've actually, I was there talking to my friend Daniel earlier today, and I was just thinking to myself, like, damn, I haven't watched anime in such a long time. I've kind of like dropped out of the anime scene pretty hard.
That was a close one. I almost got spotted, but now I have a screwdriver. Most lethal weapon known to Hitman's world.
I don't understand, like, why are you being suspicious? Come on, Zem, no, we're gonna report you to their HQ, so spare, still stealth. No, don't worry, I'm not the one playing it, fellas. You're watching Mangler in real time. Well, I say real time. You know, I love how civilians find you suspicious, but the guards don't. Like, the guards who should know who's in the area don't find you suspicious.
They just see you crawling up against a wall, like hugging it for dear life, and they're just like, "Hey, man, you okay?" Yeah, don't worry about me. You're even making like the sounds like like as you crawl across the wall.
You just watch Hunter x Hunter. You know, I've been recommended Hunter x Hunter several times. Like Neo recommends it to me. Oh, they're after you, Mangler. Does Alex have any counter for lightning? I don't think he does, but I don't think Cole's AP is actually all that high. Unfortunately, Kyle's not here right now because Kyle actually did research it.
So that's technically wrong. Most of the versions, at least the end-game versions and the buff, both the amped, the beast versions, and the end-game versions of Cole have enough AP to kill McGrath or not McGrath.
But what about the beast?
Yeah, the beast that took a tactical nuclear warhead.
I don't know which one is it. Okay, so Mangler does not read Baki at all, and I don't think he knows anything about TF2. I'm sorry, Jeremy, we just don't, like, well, I know he knows nothing about Baki, but, like, do you know anything about TF2?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, we're just not very familiar with TF2.
So, can someone explain to me how I was able to walk down those stairs and he didn't notice?
You're in. Good work, 47.
Don't worry about it.
Now to locate General
I'm
Just-
sure
just
Infamous
walk
Dude
through.
one-shots Alex. I think Kyle disagreed. I don't know, like Kyle's the only one I know who's actually done the Is there a reason he didn't see?
The problem is that like, oh shit. You didn't see anything.
No, the anime is heavily censored.
So the problem is that the only interaction that Alex has with like a nuclear weapon is being on the very edge of the sound wave of it and getting like knocked back by it.
So,
I believe he was like.
Where did you learn your technique from? Did you watch Dodgeball?
Yes.
For those of you who are unfamiliar, there's a movie called Dodgeball where one of the training sessions for dodgeball is to dodge wrenches. So their coach grabs a bunch of wrenches and starts throwing it at them to incentivize them to learn how to dodge.
So let me take out that guy in that room.
Non-target killed? Why'd you kill him?
He was a witness. He was orange.
They're not gonna be cool. What? Oh, come on, don't be cool about it. Come on.
Dude,
Yeah.
this baton, one right upside your head.
The way he holds it out is like, okay.
It's a good thing some of these doors are locked. because I do not want the officer in that room coming in here.
Hell and TF2 can punch Yetis so hard they explode. I don't think that's anything too crazy against Yujiro. I don't think that's that much force.
As far as basic superhumans are good, consider that's pretty good.
Oh, well, like, okay, so it's like the thing is, like, if you can dodge a wrench, J Warrior knows. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
You can dodge a ball, you can dodge a bullet. Let me just pick up these very four suspicious landmines.
That's such a good fucking, that was such a fun movie. Yeah, no, like the reason I'm pointing it out is because, like, recently I ended up watching this new anime regarding around, like, this cosplaying chick, and I'm just like, yeah, I only watch Slice of Life these days. I don't really care about all the other shonen shit anymore. The new completely obliterated Alex he needed to regen from a core. He literally calls him Yetis punch. From a crow? That's actually...
So the problem is that... What were you going to say?
Also, that's actually a really good, like, regen feat, though.
So the problem with Alex's regen is that he requires, like, biomass to make it work. And Cole's feats consist at the end of the game of being able to fight the beast and produce enough energy to basically take him down despite a nuclear bomb hitting him and literally doing nothing. And the only feats that Mercer has of interacting with something at that level is actually getting hit by the outskirts of a blast wave of a nuke and it's sending him flying, basically.
I think if I recall, Zim, do any of your friends skill Fate? Neo might, but Neo doesn't like a lot of questions, so I don't know if you want to try that avenue, but Neo might. He's the only one I would know.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Okay, hello, Azra. I suppose you're on vacation from LSG RPGs? Yep. I'm free. I'm free. Look at me.
Somebody just noticing this random door just opening in the...
Does not stay open? Why doesn't it stay open? Who designed this shit?
It's more fun to run it that way.
It's more fun playing it this way, you said.
Yes.
Also, hello, Azra. I hope at some point you play Persona 5 Royal. Well, so here's the thing: is like I guess I do technically have a PS4 these days. That is technically true, but it's like it's my brother's PS4, so there's that. Alex Mercer versus the entire flood on High Charity. That depends on how you want to take the White Light virus into account. I hear Gilgamesh solar system, but that's all I know. I think Hale would fit really well in Baki. I'll look into the character. I just don't really know anything about them. Gilgamesh, if I recall correctly, he's like Lotus sees him. If you're looking for anime to watch, my list are Bleach. Well, I have to watch Bleach actually because we're doing a commission for Red Dusk still, and I have to get through Bleach. So I actually got to start.
I'm amazed that I was able to knock him out with a soda can, and the officer in front of him just did not notice. Incredible! These guys are like deaf.
They don't care. They're on set there. I've watched Demon Slayer up until I actually went to go watch Mugen Train actually, but I don't know if I'm gonna stick around watching the anime. I think I'd rather just read the manga at this point. I actually just prefer reading mangas these days because it's so much faster.
Remember, viewer discretion is advised. There will be violence, killing, profanity.
Bleach my favorite anime. Don't forget them.
Large amounts of adult men that will be stripped down to their underwear for discernible reasons.
So discernible reasons. So like for like the Red Dead Commission, we're gonna be doing each arc individually.
What at the door?
It'll be we're gonna do we're doing more or less all the anime arcs. I think which ones are we actually skipping?
As far as the anime, we're not skipping any, but like they won't all be the same length. Some of them will be shorter than others.
Well, cause I know you mentioned the bounds get mentioned, but like not every side arc gets mentioned. So then, like, are we gonna do like the one with like fucking Muramasa?
Oh wait, my bad. So several of them get skipped.
Okay.
So there are two arcs that get skipped. So the Shusuke Armagai arc with the new captain that replaces like Gin in Squad 3, he gets skipped, and the Zanpakuto arc gets skipped. because those two don't fit into the timeline.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
gonna say because that's like what, like 50 episodes saved.
Yeah, that's a lot. The bound arc's actually quite easy due to its like pacing to cover, and
I
then
mean,
like
I'm just gonna watch these all on 2 times speed anyway.
it's
I
like, man,
I read
those
faster.
voices are quite high pitched.
Well, we'll see what happens because like so I'm familiar with the first two arcs pretty well. I don't even think I need to rewatch them because unless we're gonna go into like a super elaborate detail for Red Dusk, which I mean wouldn't be. There's
Some of it we will, but like once we cover the basis of things that'll be referenced later, then we won't have to go into detail later on.
Dragon Quest 11. Hmm. All right, I'll keep that in mind. So yeah, because I did see that Netflix does have the Substitute Soul Reaper arc all the way up to season 5. Once I don't know if they have beyond season 5. If they, how many seasons is Bleach actually? It's like what, like 12?
So it's like 17 or something, but so Netflix will give you everything up to the Bound arc. Hulu will give you everything up to the end of the current series.
Why did they split it up like that?
I don't know. In fact, for the longest time on Netflix, they only had the first like, I want to say like 2 seasons. Like they didn't even have all of the Soul Society arc. They got the other half of it, and then like
Okay,
the rest of
well,
the Bound
would
arc.
I just be able to read the manga after like the first 5 seasons of the anime, or is there still like some side arcs I have to watch from the anime?
There might be a couple ones, but it's only like a couple episodes. There's like some filler stuff that is canon, but it's like whatever.
Wait, that actually reminds me. Are we doing the movies too, or like the movies that fit in? Because
Only the first one. Only the first one.
okay,
That one you can watch anywhere.
okay. Zambini and Naruto and One Piece, you had no problem watching Bleach, right? Well, I never watched Naruto. I didn't really watch One Piece. I read One Piece. That's kind of like when we first were doing this. I was like, all right, let's read the manga. And then Mangler, and I think Kyle was also like,
You're dismissed. General Satan's order. Yes, sir.
oh, that's cool. You can actually dismiss them even though they've never fucking recognized you. And I think it was like,
They're just like, yeah,
I just love how you can walk around here when you clearly aren't someone who's supposed to be here.
dude. Well, so like,
General Satan's order. Yes,
just to be clear, like, I'm pretty sure everyone here has like a significantly darker skin tone than me. I'm like white by comparison. I'm bald, and I have a barcode on the back of my fucking head.
Nope, you
And
are
everyone's like,
perfectly
yeah, no,
legit.
this guy, he's got a red cap. He's got like the normal standard, like non-elite soldier uniform with a different color on it. So obviously he is my superior.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, no. So that shouldn't. I think maybe just to like show Red Dusk we're doing it. I think maybe I'll just like since we are releasing individual arc videos, we'll like release the Substitute Soul Reaper hopefully by the end of this month, and then like we'll get feedback if that's what Red Dusk was looking for. Just watch it, Tim. It's not long. Bleach is all these animes are fucking long.
Bleach is 366 total episodes in its anime. But if we cut down the numbers, I think by
Can we just use Kyle's manga accurate Bleach?
that's what he's watching.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Well, so he said he'll be watching the filler arcs that we will be including, which only includes the Bound arc and the Ray Guy arc.
Okay, Yujiro will be ready to fight a Yeti in the forest, and Hail comes in and explodes with a punch, and Yujiro will be pissed.
So we won't technically have to watch the Turn Back the Pendulum arc, because even though it's canon, it's like
What the fuck is Turn Back the Pendulum?
it's the one that explains what happens to the Visors and their backstories.
Oh yeah, that doesn't matter
But,
because like technically Dante has no effect there.
Well, yeah, but it's also because like we kind of know their backstories. Like, yeah, they're former like Soul Reaper captains and stuff. You just need to be familiar with like where they are during the main story, which is like hiding at the time, and then that the what's it called?
I don't know if you guys discussed this in private or not, but like since we're not technically replacing Ichigo, does that mean we're gonna have Dante like during certain sections, or can we just like ignore it completely? Like we're not gonna talk about like the Hollow training section because Dante wouldn't be there.
stand up on two hooves.
Well, so certain sections, Dante will be in the story, but he might not be there depending on because we actually have very many plot given reasons for why Dante will not show up at certain conflicts for either personal or business reasons.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying, like, I know that won't really matter for, like, the first 2 arcs, but it's like, if there are certain episodes I could skip to make this go faster, I'll definitely be
So
asking.
it is gonna matter a lot in the first arc. There's actually very legitimate, very valid, and good discernible writing reasons that you can kind of write Dante out of a lot of conflicts in the first one. We'll explain it when we get. Oh, why does this fuck gotta be over here?
I actually want to see one on Death Battle. Dragon Quest characters are multi, by the way. I'm surprised Dragon Quest hasn't appeared in Death Battle. I'm still just surprised Baki hasn't made an appearance in Death Battle yet. That's why I'm still surprised by it. Like, just having fight the guy from King and Ashura.
That is General Reza Zaydan.
Virgil after seeing Aizen's orb that makes wishes come true. Give that to me.
Why would he though? He just be like, yeah,
General
demonic power's better.
Kyle has not shown up.
You're dismissed. General
Yeah, well, Jeremy, I hate to sound like a bit of a downer, but none of us know jack shit about TF2. Like, we're none of us know like anything about that series at all. Like, none of us play TF2 in any capacity. I don't think there's a single one of my crew who's actually played it. If you want to like provide like his like speed feats and stuff, like punching a Yeti, all right. I don't think you can beat Yujiro off that. Because even if you can punch a Yeti to cause it to explode, I don't think that skill's like, I don't think that's like even greater at mountain level. Mangler, he can infuse the orb with demonic motivation.
And demonic desire already does that.
Yeah, no, sorry, Jeremy. Like we're one of like the 5 groups of people on the internet who never touched TF2.
I mean, I've played a little bit of the game, but I only really got into the tutorial, to be honest.
Devil, yeah, TF2. Apparently Jeremy here is asking who'd win between Hale or Yujiro Hanma, but I don't know anything about TF2. I remember that I think it was Scout beat Tracer, but I think that's wrong. Or no. I think VSB said Tracer beat Scout, but that's wrong. Wait, TF2 has comics?
Is Uni Bleach still valid? I mean, technically it is. It's just an uncomfortable subject to talk about.
TF2 is Team Fortress 2. It's it's Valve's most popular duology. I think that's fair to say, right? I don't think Left 4 Dead 2 is more popular. I think saying TF2 is the most popular one's fair game.
What is a duology?
A duology is when it's just 2.
Ah.
So like
trilogy.
Yeah, so it's duology, then it's trilogy, then it's I think it's
singularity.
I think it's quadrilogy actually. What the fuck's the mean when it's 4? Hang on one second. I know this is a term.
Sir, can you please come down here so I can knock you unconscious?
4 in a series. Never mind. That's called a tetralogy. That sounds stupid.
Oh, that's unfortunate. You just fall and hit your head.
Oh, okay. So the Greek
I got it. Don't worry.
The Greek word for 4 is tetra. Yeah, all lore and backgrounds come from the game and sometimes from game events. Okay, so then yeah, no. I don't even know they had comics. It's the first time hearing of it.
I can take care of these guys sooner rather than later.
Yeah, so hopefully by the end of next week, especially since I'm still not working yet because I still haven't gotten a negative COVID test back yet. Also, I've been apologetic I haven't made any streams of late. Well, you had COVID, right? So how are you recovering?
Why does everybody have COVID?
Because I think Omicron showed up and people don't know how to fucking take care of themselves.
No, I know. That was a rhetorical question.
Hawaiian Punch versus V8 Splash. First off, get the fuck out of here with your garbage ass V8 drink. Fucking sucks.
I think I drank Hawaiian Punch like one time, but I don't really remember.
So this depends. Do you want a healthy drink or do you want like a sugar fucking bomb? Terribly? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Devil. Well, you actually had Devil. You actually got the non-mandated resistance enhancer, right? Don't call it its actual term. I don't want YouTube to attack me. Max Payne? Rhetorical question. I actually never played any of the Max Payne games, so I don't understand how Max Payne 1 and 2 have this detective guy, and then Max Payne 3 has this guy who looks like he's from fucking Hawaii 5-0.
Can I not close the safe to like remove
No.
the suspicion of any evidence?
No.
Someone entering the room? Like, yeah, okay.
Only got first dose, didn't get the second yet? What? Is the first one not good enough? Because it's the same guy? No, I know it's the same guy. I just don't understand how he went from being a hardcore detective to being a fucking Hawaii guy. Like, where did the watcher? V8 isn't bad. Come on, Zim. Dude, I do not like vegetable. Like, okay, so have to have two. You have to have. All right. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame, Devil. Actually, I just realized most of Hunter x Hunter, most popular matchups are stomps against them. It's kind of like Ruby. Unfortunately, Hunter x Hunter's not that strong. Unless, like... Well, who knows? They are getting to, what, the Dark Continent? So, who knows? Maybe someday it'll get some decent scaling.
Turns out all their powers come from stars.
No, this is Hunter x Hunter, not Fist of North Star. Hardcore, you mean depressive alcoholic detective? He's got bullet time, right? The guy from fucking Max Payne has bullet time? Like, yeah, like, so, I've been recommended Hunter x Hunter, I've been recommended Yu Yu Hakusho, which from what I understand is actually written by the same person. So, like, I do have, I need to read the mangas, because I'm not going to watch the animes, it takes too long. How strong is Hunter x Hunter? He can outshot any trained Spec Ops dudes. Yeah, that sounds about right for your standard drunk police officer. Okay, so first off, Hisoka versus the Joker. I'm pretty sure standard Joker loses to Hisoka. I could be wrong, though. As for how strong is Hunter x Hunter, I think they're like, what, like, below, like, barely light. Hang on, someone joined. Who's that?
Joker would not be Hisoka. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think base Joker beats Hisoka, since I'm pretty sure base Joker doesn't have anywhere feats on that level. Hunter x Hunter is at best mountain level. Well, are they even mountain level? I think I remember like I think Merriman or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce the ant guy's name. Didn't he was he gonna get killed by a nuke? But he like defends himself at the last second or something.
No, but even then, a nuke isn't really an upper level of power. A nuke can be as powerful as anything.
That is fair.
Well,
Also, if we're scaling from where like most nukes would have been calculated, even the weakest ones would have been above like island level. And the ones that they have in that time, are, like
So much.
so that one I wouldn't say has like destructive capacity beats that are higher. The specific nuke that was used to kill Mering was like designed to have like can't remember if it was like some virus or something. It was intended to hit him and like do damage after the fact to like permanently kill him.
I think there was a poison attached to the bomb.
There was a poison or something, and it ended up killing him after he regenerated. So he only regenerated.
Lairs Devil, take care of me.
Poof, I think. One of his royal bodyguards.
Sounds about right. Joker Venom. Oh, God.
Oh, go ahead.
Joker Venom literally means nothing here when Joker could not even get close to Hisoka without his Nin Aura just doing shit to him. And even this is completely ignoring the fact that Hisoka is just far faster and just far stronger, and that Joker literally has nothing that he could feasibly do unless he has prep time.
So the issue with Joker here is that you can actually just take the example of the what is it, the I think it's the Heavens Arena. I'm not familiar with the exact name, but the arc where Gon and Killua actually learn how to use Nen. It shows what happens when a non-Nin user does fight another Nin user. Killua is objectively faster than the guy that's learning Nen, and he's beating him into a pulp, but because he has his Nin Aura up, like all of Killua's attacks are doing literally nothing. He's just like shrugging them off. He's not like regenerating or anything. Like the aura itself is just that strong in comparison to a person who does not have aura.
Base DC characters do not exactly do themselves any favors by existing. As fucked up as that sounds, like unironically, based like DC characters are kind of trash at their base levels. You gotta go over there and be like, "Oh, I got the Batman who laughs," in order to get like some decent fucking scaling out of these fuckers.
Well, for Joker, it's either like the Batman who laughs, or like fucking Emperor Joker, or like base Joker. There's no in between.
All right.
To some extent, but I'm probably not going to answer any questions for it. Sorry.
All right, so I guess we have someone who might have played it once. Debate wiki: nukes to 7B or 7B to 7A. Fist of North Star, small country level with Jaggy tanking it like nothing. I fucking hate. I did not realize how much I was gonna hate that feat until I read fucking Jaggy Gaiden. Oh, I'm making a big ol' I'm making like a review video about Jaggy Gaiden. I fucking hate Jaggy's nuke feat. I fucking hate it. So basically, then it's like spiritual pressure from Bleach. I think it's more.
Not really.
Not. Okay.
Go ahead, Neil, since Neil actually knows the verse.
Not exactly. I wouldn't say it's similar to spiritual pressure per se. I mean, it definitely has some stuff that is similar in regards, but the mechanics behind it are kind of different.
Like the first explanation that you get for Nen makes it clear that like how Nen operates and how it's like used, especially with its basic principles, are very different from how spiritual pressure operates. The spiritual pressure has like a couple fundamental rules. One being that like you have more spiritual pressure than your opponent, you can typically cancel out most like external attacks and things that they can do. And then like you can overflow it from your body outside onto like weapons and whatnot. And that's like the only basic rules. Whereas Nen is like there's like defensive Nen, there's like offensive Nen, there's technical Nen, and then there's also like your style of Nen pertaining to how you use it.
What is technical Nen?
Well, so like every Nen that you use, who the fuck? Oh, sorry.
All right. Also, someone asked for how powerful fucking soul bad guy. No, fuck you, fuck you.
Nice try.
Fucking, I'm not in the mood to sit through 12 hours of research. Emperor Joker had 99% of Mr. Mizaplixie's power.
Mr. Mixby's power. Yes.
Mr. Mix Split.
I'm never gonna be able to pronounce that right. I just don't even.
Okay, so Mixie did have like he did say how you're supposed to pronounce his name. I have to find the video, but I don't feel like looking it up. So
Mr. Fifth Dimensional Loser. Even though he's not actually fifth dimensional, he's above all dimensional concepts because apparently the fifth dimension resides outside the God Sphere or something. I don't want to deal with these. Wait. Strongest movie slasher, Ozra, and you said Michael fucking Myers? What the fuck is wrong with you?
it ain't Michael Myers, man. Sorry.
Get the fuck out of here!
Well, it depends on what we're defining as a slasher. Because I know that sounds weird because, you know, there's the default ones, but, like, you'd be surprised on how much you would have to actually define it to broaden things out a little bit.
Wait, so Neil, I'll ask you this question. I don't think I've asked you yet. What did you feel about the first Pinhead movie, if you've ever seen it?
The first Pinhead movie? From what I remember when I saw it, damn, it's been a hot minute, but from what I remember of the movie, oh gosh. It was so okay. Let me just say this. It was such a dumb movie, but it was fun. It was absolutely fun. I love it.
So the reason I'm asking is because like most people when they watch Pinhead the first movie, they say the same thing you do, right? Like it was a pretty fun movie. They enjoyed it. So Kyle went to go watch Pinhead, and he told me it was the boringest fucking movie he ever saw, and he fucking hated it.
Man, I'm sorry, Kyle, but fuck out of here. That movie was fun. That movie was fun. It may have not made sense, but that's what makes it fun. It's just completely batshit insane and
And
fun.
and he asked me, so like, does the series get better? And I'm like, Kyle, everyone says only the first one's good. Most people say the rest of the movies suck. What are you doing? You were supposed to like this one, Kyle.
Oh God.
After watching Sir Splash's recent video about Michael Myers, it makes me see Myers way differently. Michael Myers. Okay, so I heard Michael became a concept, but like, is that like legit? I've never seen Halloween Kills.
Don't mention
I don't
concepts around
think
Splash.
I have to. I don't know. I don't really research Splash. I don't really. Well, no. Usually Kyle's the one that has the pretty alright takes. Usually it's Zim the one everyone disagrees with.
Wow! All my takes are based. Is that the reason why you all hate me? No, but he's right. Kyle's usually the one who's everyone's agreeing with. I'm the one that everyone's like, no, you're crazy.
Get out of here.
Listen, man. I just know I'm just having the best takes over here. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, Mark Enjoyer.
Betty, go fuck yourself.
It's someday I'll meet a person. Zim has some really bad takes, to be fair. Ryan, buddy, I don't want to like attack you in person, but like I don't.
This is every stream. Every stream. I swear to God.
I don't want to hear this from you after what we found out like I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I don't want to hear this from you, my guy. I'm sorry. By the way, it's pronounced Mix Yeez Pility. No, Mix
I don't think
Yeez Piddly.
No, because there was a video. There was like it was part of the animated cartoons where like Mixie literally gave like a very in-depth way of how to say his name. Like I'm not even joking. This is an actual segment where he actually just explained how to say his name.
I'm surprised they ever actually gave it a pronunciation.
Me too, but hey, that's that. That's that. You just have to look it up, but I swear, no, there actually is a way to pronounce his name, a very distinct way to pronounce his name, and it's very stupid, and I hate it.
Zim, SMT3, 5 or 6, everyone, frowny face and knife. Listen, guys, it's kind of like SMT5, it's just Persona 5 without the heart. Not Kyle. Mangler, stop beating up civilians!
I need their disguise.
Minecraft versus fucking Roblox Genius? I don't know what the fuck that means.
Minecraft versus where's that even at? Hold on a second.
What the fuck is a Roblox Genius? I don't even understand. Merriman is mounting my level on VSB. Oh shit, is he? All right, hang on a minute. That's all right. That's not bad.
Oh god.
They recalc the fee. They recalc the fee, and that's how he got there.
So actually, yesterday I had this really weird moment. I was playing Minecraft with my friends, and they're not power scalers. They're not like that. So I was there talking to them, and my friend was like, "I fucking hate calculations power scalers use because they're all fucking wrong." And I'm like, "Whoa, what the fuck? When did you become a mathematician?" Apparently he said something that apparently like you guys aren't good at using he didn't like name anyone specific. Actually, no, he did specifically say he hated sets calculations, but apparently something about you guys not using exponents right and scientific notation. I'm not really sure what all that noise is about.
I don't know what. Okay, well, I can't really speak for Seth. I'm not sure what kind of calculation. Well, then again, he doesn't really do calculations himself. He just has people do it for him. But what was I gonna say? I wouldn't say we don't know how to use exponents in scientific notation. I'm pretty sure we're using it the same way that anyone else. It's kind of hard to fuck up scientific notation. But okay then.
I think he also mentioned exponents. I think he just disagrees with how he's mainly like a death battle looker kind of guy. So I think he's more upset with like death battles calculations and sets because they're the more popular people. But like I've never heard like anyone like complain about like sets calculations.
Again, given that Seth hardly really does stuff besides really the verse that he knows, and usually the verse that he doesn't know, he has people do it for him. I don't know.
Is that a personal attack I see on me? Actually, no, he also went on to say, and I was completely shocked when he was like, dude, Seth doesn't even watch the shows he reps. He's wrong about all his information. I'm like, what the fuck? But what? It's just so weird to me because they're not power skillers, and to hear him like talk Seth like that, I'm just like, what the fuck?
That is very intriguing. I've always found it wonder what I'm not well. Okay, I do find it kind of interesting on the outsider's perspective of us, referring to power scalers.
Yeah, no, like absolutely. That's kind of like I was trying to get their opinion on it. They seem to be more. They seem to be more of like the like statements. Hi, Zamatorn, are we talking about Seth the Programmer? Vaguely. I'm more talking about like my friend's reaction to the power scaling community. But like yeah, no, like Seth was the main one he knew, and like I was just surprised with such a negative reaction to like, because even then, like, because we were talking about Naruto, and actually, maybe you guys can give me your opinion on this one. So, I told them that characters like Kakashi got stronger, like they got more chakra. They said they didn't get more chakra; they just got better chakra control. But like Naruto clearly gets stronger, but they claim they don't get more chakra. That's never stated. They just get better chakra control. So I'm a little curious if you guys can answer like that situation a little bit.
It's not true. They did get more chakra.
All right, that's. Oh, go ahead.
There are direct statements in the series that if you attempt to use things like the Sharingan, for example, and you're not like naturally born with it, it has like a vastly greater chakra consumption. So even if they had like better chakra control per se, that would only affect like certain external outputs. That wouldn't affect the total amount of chakra going into every ability. So that's already like wrong with the fact that like Kakashi's like, hey, I used the Sharingan once during the events of I'm gonna use my one save.
Oh yeah, that's the example I brought up, that like Kakashi's able to spam it like crazy during the war arc even before Naruto gives him chakra, so clearly he got more chakra.
You don't even need to use the war arc. You can just use part 1 where he uses it one time and he's in the hospital. Then he's able to use it like not only consistently in part 2, I think even near the end of part 1, he can use the Mangekyo. And then he gets put in the hospital again once he starts using it like multiple times. But then he's able to use it multiple times and then use multiple Chidoris, and then he's tired and then he just has to recover and he's like, okay, whatever. Then by the war arc, he's spamming everything and it's like, how good a control is this? Like,
that's the shittiest printer I've ever seen. No, yeah, no, that's just what I would. That's like the example I brought up. And then like check chat channels in. All right, let me take a look at this real quickly. Hey, no bots so far. It's pretty neat.
15 viewers? You guys must really like Hitman.
Wait, hang
No
on.
one's talking about it.
Isn't that one band Straight Outta Compton?
What are you talking about?
Oh, well, Neil
Wait,
posted
what?
a picture of, like, I guess his crew, the Mark Squad coming to attack me, but aren't those the Straight Outta Compton guys? I don't know what the band's called.
It's NWA.
I was gonna say, I can just feel the disappointment radiating out of your voice. I'm sorry I don't listen to the rap music.
I mean, to be fair, okay. To be fair, you don't have to listen to rap music to know who NWA is. You probably heard their songs before.
Well, so that I know that's the guy from 21 Jump Street, right?
The guy from 21 Are you talking about?
I think his name's Vanilla Ice. No, not Vanilla Ice. It's
you're
Ice
talking
T.
about fucking Ice Cube. It's Ice Cube. Ice T's a whole different rapper.
It's Ice Cube. Oh no. Listen, I'm not trying on this one. I just I don't know these people. Mangler, why did you kill them?
He noticed it. No witnesses.
It's a rap group, Zim, come on. Do I look like the kind of guy who listens to rap?
Bro,
Also,
I know you've at least heard of Straight Outta Compton.
I've never heard the song, actually. Dude, I'm basically I'm the guy from fucking Weird Al Yankovic's White and Dirty.
Have you at least heard "Fuck the Police"?
I've heard the phrase.
Oh God.
I listen. I listen. I'm sorry. I'm a failure for
Sorry,
your
but I
inner
need-
city culture. I don't. Well, actually, Compton is in the inner city, if I'm not mistaken. So I was right there. So let me get this clear, guys. For Bleach characters have limits to their Reishi, Ryoku energy, like Naruto characters in the chakra. Okay, so basically the question is do Bleach characters run out of energy?
Yeah.
All right. I recognize Easy E. Who the fuck is Easy E?
Oh my God. He's literally the face of the group. He's the one person that you probably have seen besides maybe Ice Cube.
I'm gonna tell you right
oh,
now. If you would have told me one of them was like the main character, I thought it would have been Ice Cube.
No, Ice Cube just had. Okay. Oh my God. I guess I have to explain then. Okay.
I'm sorry, I
So-
didn't watch the movie.
Oh well, then again, the movie isn't entirely accurate in a lot of areas, but. Listen, I just know a lot. I consider myself a hip hop historian and the likes, but no, and whatever. Basically, the group was basically this Compton group who were founded by. Well, actually, one thing, the Easy wasn't the founder, but he's the main face of the group and is the one that basically is the mouthpiece of the group, and the likes. Ice Cube is probably the only other person who is just as famous as him, besides Dr. Dre as well.
Wait. Yeah, I know that one. That's the Justin Bieber guy who recruited him, right? He recruited Justin Bieber? No, my bad. Not Justin Bieber. That's Usher. Eminem. He recruited Eminem, right?
Yes. I'm glad you at least know that.
I only know it because of parody song.
I've never seen a Bleach character lose energy besides Rukia getting her energy taken by Ichigo. Then you must not have been watching the same anime or reading the same manga, because this literally happens all the time.
Okay. Hang on. I agree with Kyle with Crash being inaccessible speed and being planet level or higher. Alright, I'll let him know when he ever shows up.
Thank you.
Also,
Yes.
that's directly disproven by White's fight with what's his name?
Why can't he be black? Why is he gotta be called white?
Oh, shut up! I'm trying to remember his name.
I don't want to hear this from the person who says "you people."
Oh, come on! That was a reference to my friends!
Ishin's fight with White is already like
You can
I
just call him by his...
for that because he gets stabbed by Aizen, and when there's like a huge gash across his body, he says that like he cannot use Bankai.
Your
after
mom
he's
gets
taken
stabbed by
into
Aizen. Also, how powerful is Thresh? I'm getting back into the League of Legends how powerful is. I'm working on a Jinx one because everyone keeps talking about fucking Jinx. And Jinx is weak as shit so far, unless I do some massive hoops to scale her to void creatures.
Oh, which Jinx are we
Where's-
talking about here?
League of Legends, the anorexic white girl.
No, I know.
Oh.
I know who Jinx is. I'm talking about which.
What, you mean the one that's gonna fight Harley Quinn?
Yeah. I'm looking through canon Jinx. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know where the fuck they get her AP from, because she doesn't scale to Garen. Like Versus Battle Wiki has Garen scaling to Jinx. They've never met. Garen's never left Demacia. There's no reason to scale her to Garen. Her best feat is that her missiles can blow up a building pretty quickly, I guess. She blew up a bridge with landmines, but it's like I don't think we can calculate the bridge because there's no image of it unless we take Arcane's depiction of Piltover.
Can't missiles and landmines already blow up a bridge though?
I mean, yeah, but it's like
Hot take, but
so she would scale to her weapons AP, but like I maybe have to like see like maybe I'll ask like someone like ask for like a second opinion on the server later for like the visible feats we can see.
Why don't you scale a real character?
Damn
Why
it,
don't you
Kyle!
scale Carthage?
Oh, so you just want me to scale Karthus? Jinx got a pentakill, man. Lol. I still need to finish Arcane to look for feats, but I don't think Arcane changes her scaling. Who would win? Sinbad from Magi versus Uwatch from Bleach?
Sinbad would.
Isn't Sinbad like multiversal?
Well, okay, it depends. We're just talking about Sinbad before he ascended to godhood. Yo, I could pretty much take it, like with ease. If otherwise, Sinbad literally looks at Yawak as like a flat piece of paper. because
So
like he's like, literally infinitely superior.
whenever I hear Sinbad, I think of that one like I don't know who animated the movie back in the 2000s. It's like I think Sinbad and like the Seven Seas or something with like the Hang on, let me see what it's actually called. I think you guys might know about it. It's an anime movie. He's got like a red outfit and shit.
Yeah, I know it. I've seen it. It's good.
Yeah, Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas. Who actually made it?
Everyone talks about Sinbad. No one talks about Sin Good.
Oh my god.
Better match Danny Fiend with his 10-cent shoes versus Sinbad.
Is he finally coming down here? My god, it took him
Okay.
forever to get to the printing press
Man, so
room.
timing. Mangler, either that or I probably just amnesia. Remember a manga series I read a year ago, relatable. It's possible. Hey Zim, what Ryu Hayabusa MU do you like? Matchup? I don't know too many Ryu Hayabusa matchups at all, actually, because Ninja Gaiden not only gets treated like super poorly among the hack and slashes, and I'm throwing Devil May Cry in there. At least Devil May Cry got uni. Ninja Gaiden hasn't even gotten the respect it deserves.
You guys like, I exist over here. It's like, nope.
I think, sadly enough, I think Death Battle, like, almost a decade ago, did, like, Ryu's only good matchup.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you upset that the printing press isn't working? Maybe you should.
Oh
maybe
no!
you should go
Is
look at that.
Mangler moving in to control the population through narrative? Oh no! Stop him!
Let's see. Ryu. Here's the thing.
Look at that. It's working again.
Okay. Well, Ninja Gaiden as a whole just hasn't really been popular for a hot minute. And the likes, and sadly that kind of saddens me because I do love the series a lot. But also just because of the fact that, again, Ryu doesn't really have like a lot of notable matches besides Strider, which happened a while back. And to be fair, Ryu should have easily taken that.
Yeah.
But
Okay, he has another one in terms of Naruto, but kill yourself if you request that.
So, aside from Strider, he also has Sekiro. But I'd say he also wins that one pretty easily.
Listen.
Sekiro works better for either, like, Guts or Geralt.
Well, I'm never reading fucking Berserk for that matchup. So does Ryu versus Dante work as a fight? Actually, Ryu versus Dante works out pretty well, actually, because they technically both...
It's actually one of the few ones where you could actually, like, argue.
Yeah, because, like, unironically, I don't think Reggie's here right now, but, like, Reggie was going through, like, Ninja Gaiden hard. We have, like, an entire, like, we have an entire Discord section dedicated to Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive scans. And apparently Reggie found out that Ryu technically has self-actualization of powers. So, unironically, he's actually one of the...
Not only that, but didn't he also find that the fiends come from, like, the void and shit?
Yeah, no, so, like, unironically, Dante's best matchup in hack and slash is before Pinnacle of Combat came along and was like, let me just go ahead and jerk off all over all you losers.
Well, technically, it still would be.
Well, basically, he was best matchup. I saw Ayane versus Nero was a thing a while back. Nero scaling's weird with new information.
Nero scaling with Deadly Fortune is like die.
Was Guts versus Nightmare wrong?
Fuck yeah, it was.
Nightmare should have obliterated.
Nightmare should have one-shot him, and they used Night Terror. Night Terror should have looked at him and he should have died.
Okay, come on, Guts isn't that weak, is he?
Their only argument going forward was literally, but Guts fights demons. That's it.
Does Guts even, like, no, okay, I've never read Berserk, but does Guts even beat a demon, like, the first time he fights them? He seems like the kind of guy who comes back after losing.
Nah, he actually typically does beat. For one thing, they're not exactly demons.
Okay.
But also...
What?
Okay, so
to be honest.
okay, so they're kind of like evolved humans. It's kind of weird when it comes to because
Are you telling me those fucking freaks in the God Hand are evolved humans?
Kind of. They all kind of get their own little like eclipse where they kind of like ascend to new bodies. It's weird, but
What the fuck?
when Guts fights any of them, you can look at it from either the Snake Apostle or the Count, all the way up to the current. He usually gets the shit kicked out of him. He never wins easy, or he comes back and wins later.
Isn't that like the whole point of like Guts' character though? Like he's a struggler or something?
And
That
struggles
is
against fate.
that is the point, except for the fact that like none of the apostles would even scratch Soul Calibur.
Wait, has he not killed a member of the God Hand before the author's unfortunate accident?
No, the closest he's gotten is fighting like a avatar of Slain that was made out of troll guts, but besides from that, no.
How?
Dude, the closest anyone got to fighting the God Hand was what's his name?
Skull Knight.
Is it no? Well, actually, I was gonna say someone else. I forgot about Skull Knight, but
Hang
yeah,
on.
Skull Knight.
How-
We don't even see his fight either.
How slow is the progression of this story? This story's been around for 30 years, right?
Well, that's not the measurement of progression for it, but
Well, is the God Hand not the end goal besides beating up the shit out of...
No. Killing Griffith is the end goal.
Isn't Griffith the strongest of the God Hand? Don't they, like, follow him?
No, they follow Void.
I'm
They
gonna-
kind of just let Griffith do whatever the hell he wants. And if you actually kind of think about it, they're in this moral dilemma where it's like, we want to see Griffith die, but Griffith is kind of making the world a better place.
Oh, they follow this guy from Mars Attacks. That's actually a pretty cool. That's actually a pretty.
Also, as well, also the sad thing as well is that like Griffith has like a good, decent array of powers. It's just a shame that all of his matchups fucking suck.
well, here's the thing. Surprisingly, the guy hand themselves are more really hack space, and they are actually like they do have some pretty good beats in the likes. But I feel like they excel most in their hacks and the likes better.
I'd say Griffith is probably the only one that you could use in a straight up fight because we don't see the God Hand really fight, so we could measure like their fighting.
Well, the only other apostle you could use is like Zod.
Well, no. So let me explain, Adrian. I understand the author died. I understand that, but I was always under the impression that Guts was after the God Hand members for what they did to him. I understand Griffith's the main one he's after because Griffith's the one who ultimately did it.
Oh no, he couldn't give a shit about the God Hand. He's after Bailet holders and Griffith.
What the fuck is a? I don't. You know what? Don't even
People
want
that
to.
can cause the eclipses, which leads to shit.
Wait. Are you telling me? Wow, Mangler, just kill him like you did everyone else in your life. Wait, so are you telling me Guts wants to kill the people who caused the moon, but not the people who are ultimately responsible for it?
Well,
That seems kind of weird. The item that made the eclipse happen. Oh, wait. Okay. So I'm very unfamiliar with Berserk, but I always thought that the God Hand themselves came down when a worthy person or when someone interesting like basically needed them, and they're like, "Here's the deal." Are you telling me Griffith got a fucking item and was like, "God Hand to me" or some shit?
well, he made the choice after finding it, but only if he consciously chooses to.
Yeah, and
Which
then he
the only reason he wished upon that was because his body was in such a poor condition. If it had not, he never would have made the decision. The band of the
Also, as well,
really, so he didn't really need to.
also like Gus's hatred is like doublefold because not only did Griffith choice kill all of his friends, but he kind of raped his girlfriend in front of him.
I was aware of that fact. Yes,
But which is kind of made like redundant now because it's kind of implied that Casca doesn't even want to go after Griffith anymore because she gets her memories back and she's sane again.
Oh, that's
Well,
good.
sane is a strong word.
Apparently
She
not.
can't look at no. She can talk to anyone but Guts because she gets flashbacks.
Well, so
That-
the problem is that she can't remember. Like, to say she has her memories back is a little disingenuous.
No. In
All
the recent chapters, she's back to her old self. She
No,
just
so-
can't look at Guts
So
because he puts her into a panic attack.
That's incorrect. So she has knowledge.
No, it's fucking not.
No.
No, it's fucking not.
Okay, hang on.
Let me explain. She has knowledge of everything up to like the night of the eclipse, and when she starts remembering it, she has a panic attack. Now, what?
And
brings
whenever
panic
and whenever
attack
she
is
looks
Guts.
at Guts,
Yeah, because he's
Yes,
Will
but
Ranger.
it's also whenever she tries to think
Okay,
about it.
okay,
So
okay.
it's
So
not like readily
so-
available knowledge. She has to think about it for like a second, and then it's
Okay.
like, oh my god, PTSD.
Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead and ask the question very briefly. I'll ask the neutral party to step in here to see who's more accurate. Neo, I'm throwing you into the ring. Who's more accurate here?
Okay, so given I actually have read the recent chapter here, from okay, so oh fuck, do I even really want to?
I am sorry I'm throwing you between these two, but we need accuracy.
Why did I make things a little more interesting? Choose your words wisely.
I mean,
Choose your character.
okay, listen,
No,
truth be told,
that's even better.
both of them are in some way correct. They're just interpreting it in whatever way. I don't even. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I don't even know.
Also,
Wait.
also, Neo, I don't mean to like force this upon you, but I did send like a DM for
Hang
an
on.
opinion for the verse match. I only ask you because only you know these two verses.
Hang on. Ash
asked
versus
him-
Yugi is happening in Death Battle? Oh,
No.
let's go! Let's go!
Wait a minute.
No,
What are we giving
I-
Ash?
No, who's confirmed that?
Hang on. According to Blaze, Blaze is saying it. Neil doesn't say much. Doesn't elaborate. Neo knows better than to get between two people.
So-
Based.
Actually, I've been thinking about it, and I was thinking about this on the way home. Strangely enough, a way more fanatical matchup would be like Alice from Bakugan versus Yugi.
Probably, but hang on a minute. So, okay, obviously, if we're using Ash, well, fuck. I think they have to use Red because then Red gets the 3 legendary birds, right?
No, Red's already been in Death Battle. He
What?
lost to
Who the fuck did he lose to?
Tai and Agumon.
What a loser.
It's the correct result.
So we're gonna get Monster Cardo in Death Battle. That card fucking sucks in the actual game. I'm just saying. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hard.
Well, the thing with Ash is he doesn't really have. Okay, so beyond some very consistently appearing Pokemon, he doesn't really have too much of a consistent lineup and the like. So it's like whatever you really give him.
They would have to give him
because-
his higher end Pokemon, though,
No.
right? Because we're giving Yugi the Egyptian God cards and Exodia, presumably.
So you either have to give Ash his most well-known Pokemon, or you have to go with what he's currently finished the story with.
Well, this is Death Battle, so they'll give him whatever they damn well please. But
Oh,
he
you-
could choose
yeah,
one
actually,
for sure, right?
You can't. Yeah, he will be in there, but you kind of can't because he only gets 5 extra slots.
Yugi, time to cheat my way into victory.
So,
Lol.
does he actually have?
Dude,
like,
so Swords of Dividing Light, game over.
Does Yugi have Obelisk and Winged Dragon of Ra? Yeah, no. If we're using Yugi, he
Yeah.
would have to have all the God cards because he gets them at the end.
So the problem is that like I guess this question of like whether Ash has like tier 2 Pokemon on his team normally, or even at Journey then, which if he does, I guess will be like a lot better position.
Well,
Even by scaling, the best Pokemon I think he has is Pikachu, and Pikachu gets to like island level at best.
All right, hang on, guys. Let's ask the actual Pokemon expert here. Neo, go ahead.
thank you. Finally, Jesus Christ. Anyways, okay. So by the end of it, for one thing, no, he has. For one thing, he has Ultra Beast who are at the very least in the high uni levels, but also
What the fuck is Ultra Beast? Okay,
there's
continue.
something. They're basically the equivalent to interdimensional aliens.
What
Let's put it that
the
way.
fuck? Okay, just keep going. Just keep going.
But also, I disagree with what was just said earlier. Because here's the thing about that: if you're gonna give Yugi all of his arsenal, it's kind of really unfair to not just give Ash whatever he has. Like I know that technically sounds like again. I know that Ash has been around for years and upon years, and like he doesn't even have a fucking consistent team. But given how Death Battle works, they're going to likely composite him whether it's decided or not. That's just how they work. So if that's the case, by technicalities, he also has access to the lake trio. Specifically, I believe it was Yuxi. I believe. Yeah.
No, I think it was Azelf.
Oh yeah, it was. That's
What
right.
the
It
fuck?
was.
Why is no one talking about the fact
Guys, he
that
not
if we're going to
getting-
give him everything, why is no one talking about the fact that we're going to give him everything? He gets like 50 Tauroses.
Well, what I was gonna ask is, doesn't Ash use like Darkrai in the movie or something? Like, doesn't he get one of those guys?
No.
No.
He doesn't.
Okay. So who can win? The Egyptian God cards versus Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia. I believe the Pokemon trio scales to 2A. I don't know if I think the highest you get Yu-Gi-Oh to is like 2C, right?
It depends on how you are. It really depends on how you are, especially on Yugi's end of the deal and the likes. Especially since I'm also working with a friend on particular revisions for it. You can actually get as high. You actually can get the Egyptian gods higher than 2C. It's possible, but how much I agree with it, I'm not too sure at the moment. But that being said, the Pokemon trio regardless should win. There's just far better abilities, far better, really almost everything.
Say that to my Winged Dragon of Ra with his 3 support spells and 2 trap card support.
But like, giving all of them the benefit of a doubt, even if they somehow manage to get past like the standard creation trio, then there's Arceus, who literally is just a composite Pokemon. And, and not to mention, just is far better in almost every step.
What if I raise you Exodia? Wait, hang on, shit, are they using anime? Because if you give him anime, you can also give Yugi his Atlantean cards, actually. And those fuckers... Wait. Ah, well, he has all 3 Egyptian god cards. Would they give him the God Creator of Light?
Probably.
Yeah, Hakarte or whatever, Hakate. I don't know what her name is right now, but like, so there is a fusion card for the 3 Egyptian god cards, and I'd have it if it was ever printed outside of one fucking time, motherfuckers. Oh, you're never gonna get the 3 Egyptian god cards on the field. You let me worry about that restriction.
Now it's just like, well, it's technically consistent to summon, so Hakarte reprint win? Never? Okay.
Bullshit. If I get them all on the field, I should get the fucking win.
When I talk about the God cards winning against Ash in a more practical matchup, I'm talking about what I think would be reasonable to give most versions of Yugi versus most versions of Ash. If we're talking Death Battle has 2 ways of doing things. They're like, we either do them by story or we composite them.
Death Battle likes to use anime canon feats. Yeah, you'd have to give Yugi his 4th season feats. And that scales him to the Leviathan, which scales above the Egyptian god cards. And actually, based on how you want to argue it, you could argue he scales above Zork too, actually. Solo!
I gotta get the masseuse
Yeah,
outfit.
so... this is weird because, like... So, I do think Egyptian god card, for sure, Slifer standard equipment. I don't think anyone can debate Slifer. I do... not Neil, my bad. Mangler, you've been on this mission for 1 hour and 20 minutes, haven't you?
Yeah, I have to... The next guy I have to kill is like a major CEO of a corporation. His death is not going to go unnoticed. I have to take care of a lot of people.
He's been playing the same mission for like 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay, so let me read some
Why
of
is there a fucking security guard in this room?
Maybe he's fucking taking a little break. Shit!
Out of there. I need to knock that other man unconscious.
Okay, so hang on. I mean, anime canon feats don't break the story of the manga's in. Well, I mean, technically it doesn't, because Yugi gets a unique set of cards to beat it. So it's not like technically it breaks the canon. He just loses the cards after they're done. Oh, dude, give him Seal War Calcos. Let's get that bullshit in here.
What the fuck is this guy in here now?
Season 4 is a manga canon. I know Season 4 is a manga canon, but if they're willing to use anime feeds that are only anime specific, then they should be able to use Season 4 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway, wait, Deadpool's gonna do Neo versus Wesker? Oh shit, Kyle! Wait, is that legit or no? Because like, if that's legit, it should have Mr. Smith versus Wesker.
Dude, if that's legit, I'm not gonna lie, fucking Paul Wesker.
Yeah, especially after the fucking new Matrix movie. I saw Wesker go through
No,
the fucking bullet time.
I saw the new Matrix movie. Poor Neo.
Okay.
No, but who here has seen like the new Matrix movie and seen like the new shit that it gives him?
I've only seen this scene in question, so hang on, let me read some of the comments.
Oh, so you agree? So you agree with me about where I scale
on
him
their
now?
channel? Hang on, let me see this real quickly. But hang on, so let me read some of the comments here before we continue. I've missed a couple.
No. Oh,
they
no,
s-
that's FL cast.
Oh, okay. They said they'd give Ash even the Pokemon he gave up. They aren't going to restrict him to 6 Pokemon. That seems a little unfair, but well, actually, I guess not unfair. Like, I mean, how many Pokeballs can
Well,
you
the whole
legitimately
6
hold?
Pokemon thing technically is just only relative to professional Pokemon, like people who
Oh,
participate in.
and Ash isn't professional in any sense of the word. All right.
Well, not even just that. It's just that the whole thing, well, here's the thing. A lot of things that people have that are Pokemon relevant are like just not true. For example, Pokemon can learn more than 4 moves. Like that's just been a thing that's blatantly shown.
Uh-huh.
But also,
Uh-huh. You're just mad that your Pokemon don't learn Surf along with Strength, aren't you? Okay, so
What about my ride? What about my ride on?
okay, so hang on. And Neo can answer this one since he knows more about Pokemon. Okay, I don't think we're considering the fact that Yugi can just instantly kill Ash with mind hacks. I don't think any of us are trying to say that. Unless Ash has, does Ash have any powers of his own? It's just a Pokemon, right? Unless I missed them.
He has aura. He has aura.
Neo,
yeah, that's right,
explain. Neo, explain. What do you mean he has fucking aura?
so aura is this ever-present thing, energy that exists in all living things.
Oh, gross. Continue.
Every person has aura, and there's some Pokemon who actually can control this. Most notably, Lucario being probably the best user of aura in the series.
Wait,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, so I actually know that a little bit, but hang on, Ash, wait, does this give Ash any benefits? Like, does he get, like, a shield or something? Wow, Mangler, nice job throwing a fucking phone at a guy with a gun.
Oh, actually, if you're gonna try and go with mind hacks, if I remember correctly, aren't there times where he like resists psychic Pokemon and he resists
Oh no!
Darkrai?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
And you cannot argue, and there's no argument you could really make that Yugi's Mind Hack is as strong as, like, Mewtwo's, for example.
Now, hang on a minute.
Wait,
Hang
if
on.
we're giving him that, he's come back from death. I've seen the first Pokemon movie.
That's not valid. Anyways, hang on, let me see
Oh,
here.
my ass, it isn't.
Let me read some more comments here. Hang on a second. So imagine if Frank West was at public library and he was against Yugi. Speaking of the anime, does Yugi stomp all of Ash's Pokemons with the Stone Soldier breaking the moon, ignoring any God cards or God Pokemons?
No,
Okay.
even that particular card was like what? I'm trying to remember how powerful that particular card was, but it doesn't really scratch the surface as far as as far as like as far as what was it? Ash's typical Pokemon.
Alright.
Oh, actually, if we want to go with like physical feats that Ash has personally, the dude's jacked. The dude is lift shit that he shouldn't be able to. He's literally lifted up a Larvitar. And Larvitar's like nearly half a ton.
Dude, there's also this one dude. People don't understand that Pokemon humans actually have legitimate feats. Like they don't even have to scale to like Pokemon or anything like that. They actually have legitimate feats of their own.
Yeah, like the feat that Max has, where he basically has a Ralts fall in love with him.
The Matrix 4, a non-canon. It is, if any, I'm sorry. Guys, question in Hunter x Hunter, I guess. Nov needed his Jupiter attack to kill a no-name Ant officer, and Killia can one-shot Ant officer with a basic attack. Would his basic attack scale to Jupiter then?
Jupiter's not actually the size of the planet, and it's more of a visual representation than the actual planet. You can't scale it to the actual planet.
I think he's just asking if Killua scales to like the attack itself, or like if
Killua should at this point be able to take out a good majority of the troop.
The troop isn't very powerful, is it?
Let's see here.
I think he gets into like the upper echelons of the troop.
You know, I didn't want to say it, but I did. I was thinking the same thing. Night Slayer. This aura of Pokemon is reminding me of Ruby. I didn't want to say it, but it was.
Well, ignoring the fact that Pokemon had it first, but also,
Better.
but also, technically, there actually are some pretty significant differences between Semblance and Ura. Like, don't get me wrong, there's definitely a lot of similarities. I'm not going to lie there, but there are some distinct differences in Ura.
I like to think Ruby was paid homage with 90% of their mechanics.
Well, to be fair, there's nothing original, anyways. So
Oh no, don't summon out. Ash is actually superhuman to the extent he can lift trees. Yes, 10-year-old lift a fucking tree. How strong is Kirito? Depending on the version of the game, solar system level.
Yeah, I was gonna say it depends on the game because it could be anywhere from like solar system to like maybe universal.
Does oh go.
oh sorry.
Oh no, you can go ahead. I was just gonna read Ryan's question.
It depends because again, whether we're talking about the novels, the games, or whatever, it just really depends. In the novels, he's like around like large planet or something, probably maybe higher, and it just really depends on what.
Okay, here's one for Kyle: Spectra versus Merrick.
Who's Merrick?
He's a Yu-Gi-Oh character. He's the
Where does he scale to?
he has an Egyptian god card.
He has the
Where
one
does that
thing
scale
as
to?
well.
What? Okay, so where the fuck does Spectra scale to? Why does that matter?
Because Spectra has Helios, and Helios is basically multiversal.
Leo, can I get the god cards to multiversal?
Well,
Even if you did, I dare you to become stronger than Helios, because Helios literally has abilities where he's just like, you're more powerful than me. Nah, that's okay, fam. I'll just take your power and knock you down to base level while I stick to that power.
There is
Wait,
no
you're more
base
powerful
level.
than me. Wait, you're more powerful than me
Not
again?
yourself.
I will just take that power.
It's okay.
Ukiura would kill him.
Okay. All right. Hang on.
Ukiura would just scales higher in AP,
Okay.
speed, and can just like throw Lonzo Del Rompagos and Sarah
Mangler, you better Mangler. Why aren't you killing people? And also, this might be a question that Neo will probably definitely get involved in. Ben 10 versus Ash Ketchum.
that again depends on what his thing is because really in terms of aliens that Benton has, the only ones that really would actually because again, a majority of Benton's aliens are actually weaker than Ash's Pokemon actually.
Wait.
Outside of like a select few that I was gonna mention, such as like Feedback, obviously Alien X, and who else?
I
don't remember.
I have a really stupid question. I don't know if this will work or not, depending on how you want to take Pokemon. But you know how like when people like debate Ben 10, they bring up the argument that he can steal their DNA and then multiply them. So like, could he do that to like the Creation Trio, since they're not technically mortal creatures or like normal Earthling creatures? They are technically aliens.
Probably. Okay. Well, here's the thing about that. Probably not, because while they would be technically considered aliens in a sense, not only do they lack DNA, because one thing, they don't have matter of any kind, they're completely formless and idealistic, but also it's just the fact that there's also Arceus specifically has resistance to having stuff like that due to his multi-type bullshit.
Wait, doesn't Ben 10 have a meteor attack? Shouldn't that handle Arceus?
Bro.
Yeah.
Wait. Roaring Thunder?
Wait.
When you said Roaring Thunder, are you referring to Roaring Thunder Pursuit? Is that guy even still around anymore?
The dude dips and deletes his channel whenever he fucking loses a debate.
Hang on, let me check this.
Got him.
Didn't consistently plant a star. Well, he has some I almost said Pokemon. He has some aliens that are that powerful, but most of his aliens are like tier 8 at most.
Yeah. This guy's channel's been dead for a long time.
The Omnitrix is not 5D. If you're going to use the Contamillion stuff, they're not actual 5D beings. It's contradicted so badly, it's not even funny.
How does Ghost Freak have DNA?
Does Azelf beat the creator of like Haruka in an equalized scenario, or no?
You can argue it, but I don't feel like it though.
Hang on. Yeah, no. What happened was fucking Roaring Thunder stepped up to Seth, and then Seth destroyed him in like an exposed video, and then he disappeared off the face of the fucking platform. He came back recently. He's come back twice. But he's dipped every time.
Motherfuckers come back more than twice.
I'm only familiar with when Seth like destroyed him. I don't even know why he picked a fight with Seth that way. I don't even know why anyone would bother dealing with Seth like that. Just disagree with the guy and that's it. Why would you talk shit afterwards? That never ends well. I'm pretty sure Justin Rolla made a video to him, not Seth. No, like Seth went after him too. I remember because I think he was he was saying shit that like Seth didn't beat him in a debate or some shit. I could have sworn Seth was the one who fucking. It's been years. Was it not Seth who did it? I could have sworn Seth talked about him.
This is like a 2015 beef. Like this shit's like hard to remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
See, this is exactly why professional mode is the better design difficult. Oh, how the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
no, I think you might be
now
right.
there's a moment. Now there's a moment of levity. The fight suggestion I sent to you, Neo. Do you think it's any good?
Okay, let me actually look at it again. Sorry. Okay. Actually, yeah, all right.
No.
It's actually pretty cool.
Dash's dreams.
Wait.
Tell him it's bad. Do it.
It's actually pretty. It's actually pretty good. I'm not even gonna try to.
Yeah. Okay. So while Neo over there is sipping, I'll continue. No. Yeah. I think you guys are right. I think it involves Seth, but I guess Just the Robot was the one who made the video. But I'm pretty sure Seth talked about it like once. I think he deleted the video though. I remember Seth talking about it, about the DMs. Unless he talks about it in Just the Robot's video. But I remember Seth talking about it, about like that there was a DM situation. Guys, who do you all think wins, Ash or Yugi? Personally,
we didn't discuss that the entire time. Sorry, dude.
I think he's just asking for like just where we stand on it at this point, just like the final verdict. Based on what I know of Ash's generic Pokemon, well, okay, what are we giving both of them? What are we actually giving them? Because that's gonna matter here. Anyways.
Oh, this whole situation has gone to shit.
No, actually,
Just kill them all.
let's be serious here. Is it Ash versus Yugi, or is it the Pharaoh versus Ash?
Wow! What? Why are we even bringing up Ash then? Just say the Pharaoh versus the Pokemon. How about the Pharaoh versus Pikachu?
I thought we just defaulted that the Pharaoh was in control because Yugi literally is just like summons the Millennium Puzzle
Listen,
at the beginning.
I get it. You guys don't respect Yugi, but he taps Taya, so you guys lose.
Nah, it's Tristan.
How strong is Ryu Hayabusa? Some like in the tier 2 range.
I think he's personally like 2C at the very most, but that's really it.
Yeah, I was gonna say technically we can only prove like even if you unless you take the Warriors Orochi stuff, which I think even then you just get him to 2B at that point. But he's like 2C for the main series continuity. He's pretty fine. Yeah, Jar mentioned the DM group thing with Seth, but Seth clarified it and it was not a big deal. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say because I remember Seth did talk about it in like a video. But I guess it might have been with Just a Robot. Again, this has been a long time. How powerful is Shen? I have not gone over Ionia yet for power scaling, but if we take certain statements from the non-canon Ruined King fucking, not game, but the like Sentinels of Light event, so does that mean Ryu stomps Kratos? Even if you gave Kratos tier 2, like 2C, I would still say Ryu beats his ass. I'll still debate that.
He should. He really should, because Ryu's is better in like almost every way.
Mai was the finest non-monster girl in Yu-Gi-Oh! Get Taya out of here, Zim. Have you seen Taya in Dark Side of Dimensions? I think you need to reevaluate your fucking position, Azra. You're fucking trash.
I never actually saw Dark Side of Dimensions.
Really?
So until I do, I have to agree with that.
What about Ryu's speed? I personally think that you can argue Ryu is infinite, probably even higher actually, but I think infinite is fair.
Infinite, and depending on how loosely you want to take certain statements, maybe, guys, calm down. We all know Dark Magician Girl beats all those girls. Oh,
I mean, you're not wrong, but alright.
Jeremy, actually, Kyle, do you know about Team Fortress 2? Since you're here, you can actually answer that question.
Why does
I've never
not
played
have a
it.
wall?
Yeah, dude, Jeremy, like, I hate to break it to you, but, like, none of us don't actually, like, play Steam games all that much. We play on Steam on occasion, but none of us, like, actually play Steam's IPs besides Left 4 Dead. I can't speak for Neo, but I know these two don't.
So you would just go by the lore, of both the card game and like what the anime shows. So
Yu-Gi-Oh.
like basically, yeah. So basically, when Yugi activates like certain cards, you can just like freely use their.
You mean like how they did it in Jump Force?
I guess.
Did
I
you
guess
not?
Jump
You
Force
never
is
played Jump
I-
Force, did you?
No. I've seen it, but I just don't like using that example.
I'm just gonna say this: for a quote unquote kids show, Yu-Gi-Oh had way too many fire women. I'm just saying. Nice shot, Mangler.
Yeah,
I
man.
was testing him.
I understand exactly where you're coming from. I've seen Panic. Mm-hmm.
No, but like unironically, like those women are way too fucking attractive for a kids show. Depending on the series you're in, but like I'm just saying, fucking what's her face from fucking GX? Definitely
How the
another
fuck
portion
did
of
they
the
find
child
that
there.
boy?
That's all I'm saying.
You mean you mean?
was fine.
Are you talking about Alexia?
I think that's where her name is, Alexia, the blonde one from Obelisk
Prefer to go
Blue.
by her Japanese name.
What's her Japanese name?
Asuka.
Asuka.
Name in Japanese is Asuka Tenjin.
Not sure why they changed that
Who
one,
the
but okay.
fuck is
So you're a
finding
Dota
me?
hater? I wouldn't say I'm a Dota hater. I just don't like fuck with Dota at all.
Oh, it's that guy.
Mangler, we tried killing these people.
I haven't played Dota in forever, dude. Jesus.
Imagine playing the inferior MOBA. Am I right, fellas? Ha.
Also, there's nothing wrong with Alexis Rhodes' design.
Listen, man, I'm just saying I've been to high school and girls don't have them kind of proportions. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, bro. Given what they be putting in milk nowadays, I don't even.
No. Nowadays, yeah, they're fucking weird, but they weren't back then.
He's just upset that she almost looks like Seto Kaiba, but like is.
That's not a problem.
It's like maybe for a normal man, but not for me.
We call that an enhancement.
That's an improvement. No.
Wait, you're attractive, and you can use the blue eyes white dragon.
Attractive waifus. Pokemon has a lot of very good waifus.
I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm not into bestiality.
I'm not referring
Damn.
to Gardevoir, I'm referring to Cynthia.
Bro.
Oh shit, we're getting in the box.
Listen. You can get away with Gardevoir because she doesn't look like a furry. That's not furry.
Which one is Gardevoir? I'd like to confirm this for myself.
Well, for one thing, Gardevoir is the one that with the green
Dude,
hair
they're
that feels like a
literally
dragon.
Oh, wait. Is that
Dig your own grave. I'm staying out of this one.
okay?
Oh,
Hang on a minute. Hang on. Before I do, an agent. Before I answer this one, since we finally have Kyle here, Kyle, Alex versus Cole. How would Alex be able to fight him?
My opinion has changed. Cole should win that.
You piece of shit! You bastard! He's abandoned this post.
I mean,
Look, I think you could.
always should have won anyway.
Oh, not you two, Neo.
So,
But
so I think-
I'll stand here and I'll tell you this. Alex comes from the more fun game, but Cole comes from the better story.
No, like Alexis fire.
Let me.
Neo, Prototype has a way better gameplay, but Infamous has a way better story. Do not even try and argue that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, and then Alexis Rhodes actually came back for Arc 5 because Arc 5 is this weird mishmash of characters, and like her alpha in Arc 5 was like 10 out of 10.
Alright, I'm gonna stay.
I'm curious. Let's look at that.
I'm a sucker for like half coats. Okay, so yeah, off topic. But what's the most cursed gender bent art you've ever seen? Probably Dante and Virgil, but in really weird situations that I'm not going to get into because there was this one degenerate on my server who decided to link a snapped image of that. Well, the degenerate seems to have outed himself, but okay.
I knew he was gonna bring me, bro. I don't even care. That degenerate was me. That was me. I did that as a joke. That was a joke.
It's like the degenerate was me. The official Yu-Gi-Oh! Waifu page, number 1, Dark Magician Girl, number 2, Akuza, number 3, Alexis, number 4, Mai.
Oh crap! I only have 2 shuriken. Well, some of you are gonna have to share.
Guys, I'm still on the Abigail Hill. Listen, man, you're the only person on that hill, so you might as well renovate it at this point.
Might as well do what Kyle did and buy it.
You want to talk about sex appeal selling? Fucking, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! In a fucking nutshell. Them female designs were clearly not meant for the kids. That's all I'm saying. Good childhood, but that's all I'm saying.
Was that your friend? I don't know how that.
Oh, and then I love this one. Fucking blue eyes white dragon from fucking like its actual real form is just a hot white haired blue eyed chick.
What?
Wait, Kyle, do you not know that?
No, send me a picture.
All right, hang on.
Sauce. Send me sauce.
So.
On another note, I cut myself.
Oh fuck, Neo. Go get a fucking band-aid on that and clean that shit.
Ah, God, that actually fucking hurt.
Yamato can split an Infinity Stone in half. I think most demonic power could split Infinity Stone in half.
Okay, so do you want like her? Do you want like the way she looks in the anime, or do you want like her card art? Because they're basically the same thing.
Why not both?
All right, fine. So this is what she looks like in the anime. She was a slave girl.
Commandes dos.
And that's what Blue Eyes technically actually looks like. And then this is her like card. Out of curiosity,
talking about Maiden?
Adam. Well, no. So like in the actual anime, she's a girl named Kizaru, but Maiden's based off Kizaru's appearance.
Well, obviously Maiden isn't her real name. It's just called Maiden with the eyes of blue.
Okay, hang on. So Adrian, okay, so dragons. Well, I'll talk about that right now. You know, this talk about kids shows and girls reminds me of this one cursed thing I saw on Twitter. Do you guys want to hear it? Sure, why not? Adam and Zeus from Record of Ragnarok versus Naruto and Sasuke. That's a hard stomp in Adam and Zeus's favor.
Just have Zeus going by himself. You don't even need Adam.
Yeah, because I don't think Naruto characters are just a time stop, right, or time manipulation, or both.
It wouldn't matter because Adam alone can copy any and all of like the forms and techniques that Naruto and Sasuke do.
Guys, let's talk about the real Marvel discussion. How every character in the MCU now scales to inaccessible speed and multiversal AP.
That would mean the Raimi-verse also scales to multiversal and inaccessible speed.
Damn
right.
right.
The Raimi-verse is basically part of the MCU now.
You know what? I feel bad for Robert Downey Jr. He lost his place as the first MCU movie. I wanted to hear your opinion.
I can't wait.
Yugi, since you have better opinions compared to Zim.
I can't.
Damn.
You know what? I can't wait for the new Blade movie to come out and to have Wesley Snipes come in for a cameo. And then we can say that Wesley Snipes' Blade is now multiversal too.
So this girl dad said that people need to make adult images for people who are not adults in ages I don't want to say, just because they'll all get into adult imagery in some way. Yeah, no, that's bad. Yeah, no, that's terrible fucking reasoning.
Wait, what?
Basically, they should expose children to adult content since they're gonna see it anyways in the future.
Well, I mean, they are.
Neo, just because you were fucking blank years old when you first did it doesn't mean that other children need to be too.
So just.
Well, here's the thing.
just
Oh, okay.
detailed-
Oh, no. Sorry, my bad.
I was just gonna say just more detailed sex education then.
Yeah, well, here's my thing. Obviously, they shouldn't be. I don't think it should be seeing explicit things like that. But if we're just talking about,
No, you know what?
Oh, okay. Well,
No, I agree.
No one understands the art of listening, do they?
He was talking first. I did it.
Oh my.
You guys are terrible. I have to put you guys on fucking leashes.
Okay, so what was I gonna say? Well, here's my thing about that. If you're gonna expose kids to very blatant violence, then sexuality should not be anything new. Matter of fact, I would say that kids knowing what they actually identify as or whatever should be probably a lot more of an important thing. All right.
Well, now hang on a minute, yo. Now hang on a minute. Counterpoint. As the
I don't. How young are we gonna go with that? Because I used to think I was a fucking Ninja Turtle when I was like 4 or 5.
No. That's a good point. That's a good point. But hang on, I live in America, so I'm gonna provide a counterpoint that I think we can all agree with. Neil, they need to know about intense violence because when the schools get attacked, they're going to need to know how to react.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, no. In all seriousness, that actually is kind of fair. Though. I'm not gonna lie.
I agree with all this, but you're not gonna like my example.
No, I'm not.
Every kid should get beaten down, so they understand the metaphor of life. Eternity, or when they go into a gang and they all have to beat you up to get an initiation. You just stand around the kindergarten classroom.
Back in a sec. I need snacks.
All right.
Also, Spawn is literally like 23 dimensional. So even a 1C Dante would not do much at all.
Don't worry, that's for a bust out SMT. Anyways, Mudahar, some ordinary gamer, saw this tweet and said he will let the aliens attack the human race. Sounds fair. Dude, what's with people? Oh, fuck, it's Newman. Holy shit. Newman's still around here? Can Venom from the Venom movies beat the Winter Soldier from the MC? Okay, if we ignore the joke scaling of the inaccessible shit,
Okay, you say joke, but it's coming. It might be a reality depending on how Multiverse of Madness turns out.
Okay, that is true, but for now, let's not use it. Okay, so what do you guys think? Venom from Venom and Fight Carnage or whatever, I don't know what the movie's called, or Winter Soldier?
I'd put my... Well, I'd put my money on Venom.
Ozra, just go to voice chat text. I didn't put any lewds. I just put the picture of the girl. Just go to voice chat text in my channel. Okay.
All right,
is the MCU actually that strong, or you're joking? It's entirely possible. Give it to Multiverse of Madness for confirmation.
Because of what if? It's entirely possible.
Dude, what is with people these days trying to corrupt the minds of children, especially from those sick billionaires that have that disturbing... Oh, okay, well, we're not going to talk about Mr. I didn't commit suicide.
It is... No, technically isn't. So,
Don't
technically
listen to
the
him,
scaling goes to the Watcher.
He's a down player. Don't listen to him.
The Ultron and the Doctor Strange Supreme, as well as anyone that he improves with those spells. That's technically the only reason the characters from that cast that were chosen were able to even like fight or stand up against Ultron. But yeah, it does scale to that version of Doctor Strange. But you know, Multiverse of Madness might just be like, hey,
well, that Doctor Strange is in Multiverse of Madness. You know that, right?
I don't know. I'll just mean to back scale to other characters that he fights.
Yeah, I think Venom can beat the Winter Soldier, though. If we're not giving like the absurd scaling, I think Venom can beat Winter Soldier pretty easily in a fight. Okay, Machamp can use Kamehameha. What the fuck?
He does have that arms.
Could, but no.
I don't understand. Okay, Nemesis versus Tank from Left 4 Dead. I'll get out to Nemesis, because even if the Tank can beat him in a physical fight, like... Oh, how strong is Record of Ragnarok Zeus in his buff form, not his Adamus form? Same scaling tier, actually, just like Uni... Well, it depends on where you scale Record of Ragnarok, but I think me and Kyle have him like the Uni plus to low multiversal range.
Yeah, that's like pretty safe.
Okay, like that depends on how you want to take statements, though. We're not going to like crucify anyone who disagrees. Turns in Neo's direction.
When did I ever...
Currently,
Ragnarok.
I don't know, Neo. I'm just saying your track record would suggest you're not a fan of that scaling.
All right, I have eaten my snack.
I'm just saying, no disrespect to you, Neo. I know you have your own standards. He said, looking at him intently.
Yeah. Okay, then.
Pretty sure. Not able to take most of those.
Something wrong?
Yeah, you're standing there talking like Last Order.
What is Last Order?
I guess only like Neo would get that from like Index.
Same for Zeus' Speed. Yeah, Zeus' Speed is we have Zeus at inaccessible or infinite. Whatever the kids are calling it these days.
He shouldn't be complex multi. That should not be correct.
Oh no. Neo, please, he doesn't know what he's saying.
Wait,
He's
Divine Spawn should be above 1C. Literally, the entire multiverse of which he scales to is 23 dimensional, or actually even higher. Actually,
If I remember correctly, wasn't there a version? Wasn't there a version of Invincible that beat
Shut
that spawn?
up! Shut
oh
up! No one
no, I've
cares.
heard this before. I've actually heard this before. People have argued
read-
this, and I'm like, no, please stop. No.
I've read the
No.
Invincible Wars.
Let's talk about the MCU. Reminds me of a comment someone made about Vision one-shotting Thanos and What If series, and the comments that Thanos halves are perfectly split, like all things should be. Damn, that was.
If we're talking about the Spawn that fought, like that showed up at Armageddon, he does not even scale to God and Satan. They itemized him, and he had to be brought back by Mother.
No, I'm talking about Divine Satan. I'm not Satan,
What?
not Divine Spawn.
Mother-
but-
What the
Spawn?
fuck is divine?
No. You keep saying Divine Spawn. You're referring to Mother Spawn. Divine Spawn is the one that's given the powers from the fruit of the Garden of Eden. Mother Spawn's the one that.
What the fuck? Aren't they?
uses
Wait,
wisdom.
I was told those were the same at one point. Are they not the same?
They're not. They are not.
I
Divine Spawn has. Well, you could technically argue. Divine Spawn.
you know what? I'm starting to understand now why Image Comics is having such a hard time in the industry.
Well, to be fair, it's not like that difficult to discern things like Base Spawn from like Hell Spawn or Hell King Spawn to like Divine Spawn.
Well,
when you include Mother Spawn,
so
it's a little weird.
if we give Nemesis a standard rocket arsenal, even if the tank can beat Nemesis like to like a pulp, he still wouldn't be able to kill. So does that mean Spawn destroys
No.
Ghost Rider? Now hang on a minute.
No,
Hang on.
Zim, why are you Zim? Why are you talking about the rocket launcher? Give him the flamethrower.
Fuck you.
All right, where's my next target?
Also, I think Neil was gonna say something about Ghost Rider. I think I heard it in the background.
It depends on It depends on It depends on so many factors that I'm not even gonna get into. Although generally speaking, I would say Ghost Rider does generally, and I do say generally, and this is assuming that this is just a base Spawn. Generally does beat Spawn.
What?
Although it also depends on form and so on other shit.
What? Okay, I hear you. What if I raise you penance there?
Well, okay. Here's the thing. Well,
I
here's
will
the thing
kill
about-
you.
Well, no. The penance. Well, for one thing, ignoring the fact that Spawn would not even let him stare at him, regardless.
What the fuck? It's like obviously they wouldn't stare into each other's eyes, Jim. That's just weird.
I don't know. After binging that many comics of Spawn, I can definitely say he's very good at maintaining eye contact.
Oh man.
And then look you dead in the bowels of your soul.
Doesn't
not
this-
not penance there wise,
Doesn't the
but-
symbiote suit Spawn has cancel the penance stare?
I don't think so, but like, I don't. Well, here's the thing. Spawn's mechanics is. Well, for one thing, let me just say that. Funny enough, Spawn actually has like an official what would I call it? An official power thing, a power system. It's actually pretty cool, but.
You're referring to necroplasm?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where I was gonna go. I was gonna go somewhere with this, but damn, I was gonna go somewhere
crap,
with this and I
did they find the
forgot.
body?
Yeah, they found by Mangler. You weren't paying attention.
That wasn't me. That was
Well, they're
the
all
other
skin.
guy.
They all look like skinheads anyway. You'll be fine. You fit
that
right
was
in.
the other guy over there with the
Oh shit! I don't think
sniper
I don't
rifle
think
in
I'm
the
allowed to
back.
use that term actually. Damn.
Yeah. Oh shit.
What? There's nothing wrong. Well, I mean, I come from an era where we don't give a fuck what people call each other, so yeah. Listen, hang on. Okay, so yeah, good job on that new hand. Ozra, thanking you for a good job. So does that mean okay? So, but didn't Spawn let God and Satan attack him, but he wasn't fighting back?
Hang on.
Also, new hint. Unfortunately, because if I start playing leagues, it'll DC Mangler stream. Until Mangler leaves, I would not be able to do so.
So the problem is that Spawn claims that, oh, hey, we could fight each other forever, and then he literally asks Mother like 5 seconds. With the Mother creation, like 5 seconds later, is it okay if they fought each other for this length? And it's like, yeah, they'll be fine because they're immortal. Spawn literally gets like itemized by their blast when he claims that he could fight them forever, and he doesn't regenerate from it afterwards. He dies, and Mother of Creation has to bring it back. So even the Divine Spawn that comes back, again, not Mother Spawn, the Divine Spawn that has the power of a god doesn't even scale to Satan or the fuck is his face? God.
All right, so
Not the slightest.
let's see here. Ghost Rider be looking into someone's eyes, not Spawn's eyes. Okay, Neo, what makes Spawn that high? I think Neo mentioned that the cosmology, but where does that come from? Is that like from a Spawn comic, or is that from like a guidebook or something? I don't know if comics have guidebooks.
I believe. Well, oh yeah.
Does that come
Well, actually,
from
a
that
lot of
one
the
author
cosmological
statement?
stuff comes from the guidebook, surprisingly.
Does that come from that one statement that the author says about there being infinite timelines? Because I would just say that makes them 2A.
Well, no,
Well,
there's gotta be some
no.
more.
Oh no! There was a direct statement of there being like 23 higher dimensions or something like that. I have to find that again, but
Yeah, I need to see that. That seems pretty absurd.
Okay, but like the question is like, how easily does Manatron show up and slap everybody? Can Ghost Rider survive the eyes of Sinua? Not Ghost Rider.
ironically, no.
Wait. Okay, hang on. Is Yu-Gi-Oh! Verse 4-dimension the 5-dimension? Unironically, if you want to take GX into account, I think they have a statement for being like up to 12 dimensions.
This depends on how you interpret Super Poly, because in the game it allows you to fuse both monsters.
In the games, it's an overrated spell that's not very good.
It used to be really good, but now it's okay side card. In the anime, it can fuse like a multiverse. Very, very different effects.
Jaden's the only person I know has an imaginary waifu and still has problems with her.
What?
Oh.
What about Karibo?
No, Yubel is technically his imaginary friend given form. I need to read GX more, but like she's technically a female. Go ahead, Neil.
It's a lot to it. It's a whole lot. Listen, dude, I'm not even gonna get into the whole technical aspects of this shit, but
I thought you were talking about Kariba for a second. I'm like, what like?
No, I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he considers Karibo his waifu. Wait. Can
He can't even consider him his friend because he sends him to his death every time he needs to.
That's how Karibo works. Karibo will be satisfied.
Karibo is a bro like that. He knows what he's about, and yet he still goes for it.
Master, you need to kill me? Say less. Okay, wait. Can Sasuke put Ghost Rider under a Genjutsu?
no.
Okay, well, you have your answer, because I was going to say I actually don't know the answer.
Why? It just won't work.
Is Jackie Estacado currently dead, or is he still alive? I think he's alive in the comics, isn't he?
No, you know what? I just thought of a fun matchup, and only. You know what? This sucks because only fucking Neo would get it.
Oh, maybe you should be more basic like the rest of us.
Fuck you. Get on my level. Undertaker versus the Crow.
Oh yeah.
The Crow does not scale that high.
Wait a minute. Actually, why would you go with the Crow when you could just go with Sting?
Yeah, but I feel like the Crow feels better because like it feels weird because Sting. That match only like worked and was that popular because Sting was in WCW and was never in WWE until he was.
I mean, yeah, but like it's a dream match. You don't have to really be accurate, though.
Okay, so apparently while they're enjoying that, Kurome versus Supreme Overlord La Harl, who wins?
Oh, dude.
Kurome would, assuming that we're talking about Neptunia.
All right.
But
Have you seen Tokyo Revengers? I have not.
Dude, I'm not walking over there, but there is a gun on the floor. You should probably pick that up.
Just kill him already!
I'm trying to get him over there. I don't.
Like Kurume,
Have you not?
was
Do you not
like
know this?
Kurume the most powerful character in Neptunia, or no?
no, but she's not. Actually, I wouldn't even say she's like top 10 in terms of like just actual power. There's like so many people who skills above her. Actually,
Is Neptunia the one with that character Nep Nep?
what the? Oh shit! That scared the fuck out of me, dude. What the hell was that?
Neo, are you okay? Is there like a rodent in your house or something?
Bro, you heard that shuffling too, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
You might want to check that out. I think you got an animal in your house.
No, because I'm at my dorm right now.
Well, even worse, the dorm.
Jesus Christ, that scared the shit out of me, bro. No, here's the thing. It's probably someone next door has a dog because this college allows for people to have their dogs and shit. That's probably what that was, and I don't know what the fuck it was doing, but it scared the shit out of me, though.
Man, I
They
feel
were
like I'm
not-
missing out on my college life, like my college quote unquote social life, since I don't go to a dorm. I don't even go to college on campus anymore. I've been online for like 2 years now.
Shit. Okay, ignoring that, what was I at? No, Kurome actually, surprisingly, there's a lot of people who actually scale way higher than her. Surprisingly,
All right.
Which is weird considering she's like the final boss of the current Neptunia game.
Okay, whatever Neptunia is.
also, you asked about Neptune. It was, yes, the character Neptune. You know, the one that you've probably seen without having played the game. Yes, that's the series she comes from.
I see.
So,
So,
I was gonna say, J Warrior. Let me get like a moment to knock these guys unconscious, and I'll answer your question.
all right. Is the Darkness comic still ongoing? I do not know.
I believe it is.
If Doctor Strange from the comics had the Carnage symbiote, can he beat Kratos from God of War 3? He would not need Carnage's power to beat Kratos. Hell, unironically,
Dude, Doctor Strange from the comics, even post or like pre, like retcon, it's not gonna matter.
Well, okay, so here's the thing with Doctor Strange. Like, Doctor Strange is just far more better in almost every way, and it's not even close. Like, dude, I don't even think I really even could go fully in depth with just how ridiculous Doctor Strange was in his prime.
Why don't we
And it makes sense too, because he basically was like the one character who really was basically the go-to when you wanted to expand on the cosmology or just do some cosmic shit.
Why don't we start with the #1 win condition? He can fly and do more with his flight than just like bum rush people. Which
Did
is
you
the
just
main
did you
one.
just use the flight argument that I used when against Zim?
listen.
I mean-
I need you guys to understand that Kratos doesn't just get beat by people who fly, okay? He's got range, chains, okay?
Play Ascension in 2 and realize the way that he approaches every single combat situation is by grappling.
Guys, why am I the one who has to defend God of War? Why am I the one who has to keep you guys from roasting God of War to oblivion?
Hey, to be fair, I'm not fully on board with it either. I kind of defended when at times too, sometimes.
Hey, I'll defend it when it's due, not when it's unwarranted, like right now. And the fact of the matter remains, Doctor Strange has a fuckload of spells, and he can just zone you from a distance in the air. Like,
Let's
what's
see.
he gonna do?
How strong is Neptunia? It's 2A. You could argue higher, but I don't, and I don't agree with it being any higher than 2A at all.
Alright.
So, answer your question, Jay.
Unless if Doctor Strange is hyper to
No, he's not. Okay.
He's only multiversal plus at best.
How strong would I put Divine Spawn? So the spawn that shows up at Armageddon that eats from the fruit of the Eden, you can... Well, so if you argue that he scales to Spawn and Satan, which I don't...
You think
could
Divine
argue
Spawn doesn't scale to Spawn? I'm a little confused.
No. Okay, so Divine Spawn scaling to Satan and God. My bad. I don't agree with that because the scene where he literally life wipes the planet, kills all the angels, demons, and humans on it, and then the reaction that happens afterwards, along with his resurrection, completely disproves that argument. But Death Battle kind of fucked up that logic and interpretation for people by just arguing that they could fight each other forever without evaluating any of the context of the surrounding pages.
Well, do they even... No, they don't even go that far. They say, like, basic Spawn could kill God, right?
I don't remember if they claimed that exactly, but they were like, yeah, no, he could fight God Satan. I'm like...
Yeah, because I remember they had, like, basic Spawn. Is Spawn the strongest black comic book character?
Actually, let me think on that, actually.
That's
He's definitely one of them for sure, but let me think on that.
Oh, I must control myself. Well, for now, talk to you later. Later, Adrian. Thanks for stopping by.
So this, like, I I guess the scaling for most of the, I guess, like top tiers for Spawn, at least as far as like God and Heaven and Hell, usually just come from like it actually just comes from like Heaven's layout. So Heaven is directly stated to be divided up into multiple different space-time continuums. If you're assuming, which we would naturally, that God created Heaven, then he would have had to at least been capable of like Uni Plus to like low multi feats, and Satan can directly fight him. So if you scaled him to that, that's where you would put Divine Spawn. If not, you just scale him vastly above the power of where his like base and his scaling to Angela would get him, which is like some solar system stuff. So vastly above whatever the fuck that is. But then if you're just arguing like, oh, he has the power of a god, that would just make him like 4D, quote unquote.
So, can Batman Beyond be Big Boss? I don't think so, since unfortunately Batman Beyond is not a very good... Well, he's a decent fighter, but he's not like Batman where he has like all these martial arts at his disposal.
He just really good.
Okay, hold on a second. Well, actually, how much of Batman Beyond have you watched, actually?
So I did see the whole series once, but that was a long time ago, so I'm not too familiar with a lot of it, besides clips these days.
Because Terry actually does actually have some pretty good feats of fighting against established characters who who actually can.
Doesn't he fight?
Sorry, go on.
Doesn't he fight Ra's al Ghul in Talia's body?
I believe so. Actually, yeah, he does. Actually, him and Batman.
Oh yeah, no, then that would probably, I would argue that would be a more impressive feat than fighting Ra's in his own body, because he's in a younger, healthier body at that point.
Kinda, I guess. It's not. It's weird. I mean, I guess you're right. It's just very weird.
Lazarus Pit shenanigans and whatnot.
Hey, what do you think of Savior versus Mundus? So, if we're talking actual lore accuracy, the Savior might scale way higher.
Savior will literally pick him up and snap his wings like a fucking twig.
This depends on how you want to take this one statement from the novel, but we're still technically going over all that shenanigans.
No, see, there's no one statements from the novel. There's like 4 or 5 statements from the novel that confirm the Savior can hit hard enough to like.
Isn't it just his laser beam though? It's actually the big threat. It's not like
no. Dante also confirms his entire body is extremely durable, and he hits hard as well. Like the main.
And what is Mundus, chopped liver?
Well, so the main issue is that he has Nero in his core, and he confirms when Nero comes out that he's like, yeah, that guy hits almost as hard as I do. It's like, well, so if we want to go by where Dante scaled in the previous games, despair embodied. I know he almost one-shots the MC2 Dante, but like this is a significantly stronger Dante, and that guy's way beyond Demon King levels. So if we're talking like lore accuracy, the Savior is slapping the fuck out of Mundus.
So
we're talking an equalized scenario. Mundus camps hit unless he gets hit by the death ray.
So I want to clarify right now. The reason we kind of don't do individual DMC videos at this point is because we're trying to strap Mangler down to a fucking chair so he can finish his section, so we can start working on the big DMC video.
We literally are working on it. I'm almost into scripting.
No, you're working on it. The rest of us are all just waiting around, fucking in a circle jerk, except for Devil, who's currently got COVID.
Well, actually, that's not circle jerking. I have asked you guys to go do stuff, and you haven't done it for me, so.
I'm the one editing. You don't need that footage. Anyways, so was that yes on Spawn being the strongest black comic character? I think Neil basically said.
We'll just say yeah for now, because I can't think of any other ones.
Wow.
Neil, can you think of any other ones?
Racist.
Well, I can't think of any other ones that are that powerful at the moment, because I know because again you're talking about comics here, dude.
How strong is Black Superman?
Well, he's nowhere near Spawn, but
okay. I'm gonna bust out the real plays here. White Lantern. No. I think I forgot his name. No. John Stewart. White Lantern. John Stewart. I saved myself.
Spawn versus Doctor depends on the Spawn. It really depends, dude. That's all I can say.
Thank you, Mangler. Also, another question: did Mother Existence create an infinite number of children compared to God? She does state that, yeah.
It's because
There's
she's
also
a bad
like
mother.
alleged writer statement where there's like a infinite amount of timelines that are made, but that's not featured at all in the Spawn comics, so I have to actually go find that, track that down. Great to have a two-way cosmology statement that's not featured in your main continuity. Lovely when you want a world build. Am I right? Sorry, Spawn is just very frustrating sometimes.
Also, Class Doctor Strange has spells. They're so powerful that it can kill Reader themselves. That doesn't seem plausible.
That
What?
Oh my god, listen, dude, I'm sorry to say this again, but if you actually take Splash or whatever, whoever you watch is legit, then that's not our problem. You should just have more backbone and actually look at what you read. Sorry.
I mean,
how would he have spells that could kill the Reader? Like, what? What?
how do you scale that?
Honestly, been wondering this. Are there any good matchups for Altair from Recreators, or is she just too fucking stupid to be used in a versus scenario?
I mean, I can't really think of any besides like your typical Toon Force type of characters. That's really it.
I'm so confused. Like, where would you even like? How would you even demonstrate a spell that can kill the Reader? Does he
You
kill?
really you can't unless you just make like a comic book that like has like some sort of like what's the word I'm looking for that has like a mind agent or something like the SCP uses that like kills you if you like look at it.
How would I know? Yeah, yeah. No, I'm so confused at that point because like it's not like he could kill his author. No, it can kill the Reader. Like, how does that one get shown? Did God and Satan have a measurable speed? Mangler or Neo, whichever one you wants to answer, go.
I mean, you can make an argument for it. I think it's alright. At the very
trying to
least, it'd be
remember.
massively faster than like Plus though.
I'm trying to remember if they actually have any feats for. Oh crap! This is the wrong area.
Mandrake and Cosmic Armor Superman versus Xeno Goku.
Dude, that's literally a stomp match. Come on, man. I'm not even gonna answer that. Just stomp.
They just had speed that would have been
Fight
quantified in
match.
like 4D, but nothing that would confirm they can move backwards.
Which one's Mandrake?
Mandrake is the vampire monitor, dark monitor.
I'm. Oh, wait. Is that the guy who did the in Christ on Infinite Worlds?
Well, he didn't do it, but he was definitely a part of it.
Oh no, that was the Anti-Monitor. My bad. I have a huge question. How
Oh,
strong do you guys
wait.
think? Yeah, Anti-Monitor was Crisis, right?
Yeah, that's Crisis. I thought you said didn't he said Final Crisis. I was like,
Oh, right. Because DC has like 5 Crisis events.
well, Final Crisis wasn't technically a crisis in the sense of, you know what? I'm not even gonna try to explain it. Just read the comics. That's actually really good.
Oh.
Technically, it has an infinite number of crises.
Boo! I have a huge question. How strong do you guys think Sparta himself compared to the other characters? So this
Well,
is,
it depends how much further Capcom wants to move the goalposts.
yeah, no, every game has upgraded Sparta.
And the timeline kind of buffed him ridiculously. Like when they swapped the timeline backwards.
Yeah, so he's technically still a top tier, even though he should have been left in the dust a long time ago.
Like realistically, he probably should have capped out somewhere near the top of like DMC2, maybe going into 4. Because he still does manage to steal away like Argosax with none of his power, but beyond that we can't really like quantify him.
Well, we quantified the amount of bodies he threw at him.
But then 5 comes along and it's like, well, Rebellion at the time of 5 is strong, but Sparta's just packing more power, and it's like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, because it wasn't it basically still being like, yeah, it's powerful, but it's still only 1/3 of his power.
No, they've never confirmed the distribution.
well, so the issue wasn't that; it's that like the Devil Sword Sparta is literally stated in its description to be packing more power than Rebellion.
Yeah, and Rebellion is Dante's physical manifestation of power, so wherever Dante scales to, Rebellion should scale to.
And then he gets the Month of Blood, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna go take out Urizen. Shows up to the tree, fuses with the Sparta sword. He's like, all right, now I'm ready to beat you. And then Urizen gets the fruit, you know, the actual fruit that scales above literally everything in the cosmology. and then he's still able to beat him with no additional amps on top of that. It's like, what the fuck? Sparta, what were you lifting? How much of a difference did that humanity boost
Alright.
actually make?
Laura Croft versus Jill Valentine.
I would say Jill, if I'm being honest. Well, actually,
Well, that depends. Are we going original timeline or are we going?
The one that
yeah,
can-
no, that's why I retracted what I said because I forgot that there is 2 technical timelines for.
Well, Tomb Raider kind of has like 4 of them, but only 2 of them technically matter.
Bad.
If we're actually going by original, I could actually make a case for Laura. Actually, come to think of it, funny enough.
You guys ready
I'd
for-
say that you'd win due to being like way stronger physically.
People are saying Xenogoku are hyperversal or out-of-versal level. Well, I don't know about out-of-versal, but I think like hyperversal may be
You?
possible.
No, even Hyperversal was
No.
really shit.
Apparently not.
2A?
No, he's like at the very most he would be 2A, and if you really want to stretch it, at the very, very, very most he would be like 5D. That's really it.
Apparently. It
Is
said
this
in one of his
a-
comics on the panel he has spells that can kill readers, but that's about it. Okay.
That's just fourth wall breaking.
Yeah, I don't know if like that's actually scalable. I'm assuming you did see this in the video. What was it? A splash video? I might check it out. Am I a horrible joke? Isn't Virgil's favorite drink Powerade or Power Race because it has power? Well, I've never heard of a drink called Power Race. I'm sorry about that one.
Either that
Sounds
or
like hit. Never mind.
What was that, Neo? Were you about to make a joke that might not have been? Okay, I'm gonna talk to
why,
Megan.
why are there a bunch of bodies over? Oh, that.
I want to ask him. I mean, you can just ask. Like, I mean, we'll answer. I mean, like, it's not like he's busy doing anything important.
Not like it's not what we've been doing. Oh yeah.
Powerade. Yeah, I was gonna say it's Powerade, not like I've never heard of like fucking I've never heard
Power
of
Race.
Power Race. Like, what the fuck is Power Race?
The fan is blocking my
It's
shot.
the new hottest black comic book character.
Oh my god, how powerful was Hell King Spawn? I would say like Universal. That's really it though.
Wait. Hell King Spawn's not the one with the infinite thing, right?
Well,
No.
So this depends.
Oh, good lord.
If you use VSB scaling, they argue because of a page taken from like the classic Spawn run where it says an infinity away in one of the bowels of hell. They argue that ergo, because the distance between Earth's dimension and there is an infinity, therefore that infinity must be in hell. When hell is literally stated to not be a place, but like an idea and a thought, and that its space is entirely dependent on what the person is thinking. That being said, you can technically argue he'd be like, well, it depends on how long you argue that like Spawn was in hell, because he has a direct statement when he's in the Hell King that like every time his heart beats he gets 100 times stronger, and if you argue he's at like tier 4, it really depends on how many times you can multiply him
Just say it.
exponentially.
Just say it. You think Doom Guy beat Spawn? Just fucking say it.
I'm just saying it's not hard science, but
Question: would you guys rather have a Sparta game or remake of DMC2? Remake of DMC2. Fuck Sparta.
Yep.
Why are you
If
even
Sparta
asking that
gets
question?
if Sparta gets any kind of media, give me either like a fucking novel or an OVA.
give me a game, but give me playable Mundus.
How powerful is Jack Skellington? Is that from not Nightmare? Is that from the Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yep.
I believe so. Now, how powerful he is actually? Like, okay, so ignoring like shit from Kingdom Hearts, he actually does have some pretty interesting stuff, to put it bluntly.
Oh, ban list is today for Yu-Gi-Oh! Nice. Can't wait to check that out.
Wait, a ban list dropped?
Apparently, ban list is dropping in a few hours.
Oh, dude, you're going down.
Please, Konami, don't touch my Fusion Destiny cards. Well, you know what? I'll just be saying over here with my basic ass Blue Eyes deck, never getting touched by a ban list.
Targets taken care of, 47.
Oh wow,
Right.
Mangler finally cleared a mission. It only took 7 hours.
Sorry.
All right.
How do I adjust this?
Fucking, I've had to learn about fucking Ireland recently because I want to put the next book in Ireland, and Kyle's like, "Oh, let me send you his fucking history." Fucking bullshit.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Accidents do sometimes happen.
Wow, you didn't even need to
Yeah,
kill him.
very
Oh, what was that called?
yes, it's very unfortunate that you're now just a little bit more cultured than what you were yesterday.
You want to fucking fight?
Hey, no. Are you sure you can fight in front of those people?
Oh boy.
Giratina versus Lord Dragon. Who wins? Equal stats.
I just noticed that every time you do a match, it's almost always with tier 2 characters. And anyways, probably Giratina.
Let's talk about a real matchup. Kenichi from History's Mightiest Disciple versus Kinshiro.
Why not have a crowbar? Oh.
It's mainly just because I generally find tier 2 matches to be the most interesting on average, due to it being, well, powerful and broken, but not so stupid to the point where it's just, my dimensional tiering is higher than yours.
That's not really a matchup at that point.
Lamau, the last time Zim's deck got touched was like way back in 2016 to 2017 where Blue Eyes were meta. We had the most fascinating world duel where both Blue Eyes brick turn 1. Listen, Blue Eyes doesn't brick. That's a myth, okay? When have you guys ever seen me brick with Blue Eyes? Don't answer that question.
No, send me.
Wait, what happened?
I like the Jared meme you posted.
Wait, I don't know. I came across that on Twitter and I just posted it.
Do you guys think that if you were to remake DMC2, they should buff Lucia in power? She does get a buff in the novel. I don't think they would buff her like themselves.
They could do like a before the nightmare time skip.
They don't like DMC2.
All it would just do is buff her relevance, but
Damn.
The only funny thing, like when I saw the Jared meme that you posted, all I could think of is like, yeah, he really does know how to eat fresh.
Oh, I know what he's talking about. Wow. Disgusting. How do you sleep at night? Did you watch Jobbers and Goons or your favorite villain do a video about scaling Aizen? I have not, but for the most part, most of the time I don't scale Bleach. We've only talked about recently because of like Red Dusk's commission we're working on, and because of the Aizen versus Madara situation that kind of launched the entire community into a fucking frenzy. John Wick versus Agent 47.
Agent 47, and it's really not even close. Because like Agent 47 is just better in just almost about every way. He's more precise as a killer because it's really what he was created for. More precise in just like using weapons. More precise in almost every type of way possible.
Well, you know what?
You can just launch the game I'm playing right now. Because his little detection mode thing is canon.
But wouldn't Agent 47's best fight be like the spy from Team Fortress?
Probably, actually. That would actually be pretty alright, even if the spy probably would take that more than likely, actually.
I hear you. But why can't AG-47 make a decent fucking movie then?
Oh, listen.
Put some respect on my boy John Wick's name.
Who's better? Hinata or...
Go.
Hinata,
go ahead.
Hinata or Sakura? Well, better answer would be Tamori, but alright.
Why are you simping? Hang on. I need 2 more of these. Fuck. They'll make a decent movie when you finally learn to edit. Oh, why would you hurt me like that? Don't I pay you enough? Why are you attacking me?
Nitroglycerin.
Have you all watched Cobra Kai? I have seen Cobra Kai. I like it. I think it's been going on a bit too long at this point, but I think it's fine.
Cobra Kai was actually pretty good. It's actually a really good follow-up.
Now, let's get the real follow-up everyone wants. Let's get the Breakfast Club sequel.
Nah. Where's my Train Spotting sequel?
No! God!
I just now remembered. Oh my god, now that Kyle's here. Dude, so, Kyle, I heard you didn't like Hellraiser.
Oh, yes, let's go!
Yeah, I don't like Hellraiser.
Bro, where's your sense of fun, dude? Where the fuck is your sense of fun? That movie was
so
fun.
fucking
That movie
boring.
was passion insane. And also really good.
Dude, it's so fucking boring and slow and nothing happens.
It's one of the most insane movies I've seen in a while.
Not even atmospheric, it's so fucking boring.
Bro, what do you mean? Bro, I don't even care about atmosphere. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like it was a scary movie, but it was definitely fun, though.
No, it wasn't. All you did was watch a woman basically commit adultery over and over to sacrifice to a fucking, like, gimp lord.
Yeah, sure.
No, dude. I'm sorry to tell you this, but the thing that they did for, like, for Hellraiser, how he has to, like, eat people to get his skin back. How do I say this in a better way? The Mummy did it better.
Damn!
The Mummy? Bro, you're tripping right now. You're tripping right now.
Oh wow, dude, you can ignore my comment. Wow. I don't like Hellraiser
I
either,
didn't
but I
even
like
hear
the
it.
concept.
I've never seen a movie so fucking boring. If you were to put me in a room, and you said, okay, here are your choices. You have to watch Hellraiser or The Eternals. I'd rather fucking slit my wrist with my teeth.
Bro, oh my god. Oh man, I'm sorry, bro. Come on. In my opinion, the first two Hellraisers were actually really alright movies.
About it. What's good about it?
Bro, I just explained. The movies in themselves are just absurd. They're absurd, and their absurdity
Why?
is one of the things that make it.
Oh no! He's gonna force you. Oh no! He's so insulted.
Okay.
Okay, hang on.
Do I have to really go in depth with this?
Hang on, wait, repeat that to me, because you cut it.
Mori, Jin, and Dai Wei versus Naruto and Sasuke.
You only need Mori Jin or Daiwi.
Well,
More-
I took every precaution.
Rose knew the risks. They all did.
hang on. Okay.
Well, Olivia, I am proud of you. Now listen.
Okay, so we're back now. Fucking, for some reason we DC'd twice in a row there, not sure why.
They needed you, and now they don't.
Okay.
We won't
So are we done?
until the storm is over.
Are we done with the argument for why Hellraiser is not a good movie?
Yeah, I don't even listen, dude. I don't even care. Like, in all seriousness, if you don't like the movie, that's
You can-
fine. And all.
Nah, you can. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like my opinion, and you can like boring movies that stay in first gear. That's fine.
Bro. Fuck off.
This woman struck us in.
Okay, so actually, since you might have actually liked the franchise, then I guess
No,
just
No, actually,
all I'm imagining is
God.
fucking Neo with his hands on his hips, being like, "That opinion is wrong." Tell me, why is it a good movie?
he's so
Bro.
he's so tilted.
Okay.
You found it as a good movie.
You know what? Fine. No. I'll actually give my reason why I actually find the movie enjoyable. Again, for one thing, I already did explain, but you're expecting me to go more in depth in it, like I'm gonna have to do some sort of fucking review of it. But, okay. But going beyond the basic reasons I gave personally, there's a lot of things I like. There's a lot of things I do like about it, such as the special effects, such as the props design, stuff like that.
I am
Okay,
not going to attack that only because it's from the fucking 80s.
Oh,
Okay, but even beyond that though, as a movie, I personally didn't think it was scary, but what it made up for me personally was, again, a lot of just the stuff that is just so absurd that honestly it gives me an entertainment factor just how stupid it is. And
Okay.
Alright, go on.
Off the bed.
Alright, man.
point is, I enjoyed it for the sake that I enjoyed it. You haven't
to continue the entertainment.
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. There's no such thing as an objectively bad or good movie. Your enjoyment of it is gonna
Wait,
be-
hang on. Are we really gonna say that when The Room exists?
The Room is not Room is not an objectively bad movie. The fact that people enjoy it and still talk about it, if anything, the fact that I can actually talk about The Room compared to some movies that are considered good, actually is an indicator of something.
It's an indicator of your fucking denial.
Nah. I will say this: the Room may have not been like structurally a good movie, but it's still a good movie in the sense that you can watch it and get some enjoyment out of it. It's so stupid. It's so stupid that you can get enjoyment out of it. I would argue if you can get an enjoyment out of something, even if it wasn't for the reason intentional, I would argue that it's still a good movie in some capacity. Because the fact that you can actually talk about it years later for some apparent reason and not completely forget about it is an indicator that it did something. That's my personal opinion of it.
All right, Kyle, you want to speak? Oh wait. Oh, you meant your plans and fuck you. He hasn't. He didn't even know. You didn't beat him in a debate. He just chose not to debate you. Fuck off.
No. I'm not like I said. In all seriousness, if I actually really wanted to seriously debate this,
I enjoyed it.
Kyle, you have any opinions on you winning a debate? I'm sorry. I know you want your extra point, but you failed to earn it.
You cock-blocked me from Azra, you cock-blocked me from Neo.
I cock-blocked you from Azra because Azra is a free farm! Alright. So what do you guys think about
Azra, you have an opinion on Hellraiser? Come debate me.
No, fuck you. I'm not letting you get a point off Azra. Anyways, so what do you guys think of Avatar Last Airbender? We're referring to the cartoon?
It's very good.
it's the best cartoon.
Whoa, now hang on a minute. Whoa. Let's take it.
If you fucking say, well,
Star Wars: The Clone Wars exists.
It's no. I will actually no. This is actually something I will debate. I will argue that Avatar: The Last Airbender is far better than almost any cartoon you can bring up. I will argue that. I will actually debate anyone on that. Seriously.
Okay.
Jack, I tier episodes of Avatar.
Okay, so you claim that Avatar's the best cartoon ever made.
If we're just to be more clarity, if we're talking about again, I'm just gonna say American cartoons to keep things simple because I'm not gonna consider anime.
Oh, say it
At all.
Say it. Say anime is a cartoon.
Bro, listen. In all seriousness, the only difference between an anime and a cartoon is literally regional. That's literally it. That's it, and besides some cultural things. There's
But
no
what about the
difference.
Boondocks?
Oh, okay. What about the Boondocks?
The Boondocks is.
Hey,
The Boondocks, I've seen this debate. I don't even know what I want to consider it anymore.
wait. People have debated the Boondocks versus Avatar. That's not a debate, though.
Well, actually, no. In all seriousness, the Boondocks is actually I don't like it as much. I don't like it as much as Avatar, but I can understand why someone would prefer it to Avatar.
Oh, cool. I'm playing Cardis. I also do want to play a few
To be
games.
fair, Boondocks is the best of the adult cartoons by a long shot, so there is that.
Oh yeah, no doubt. All your Rick and Morty people can fuck off. No.
I mean, I was
Also,
thinking
Family
that,
Guy can go suck a dick.
you know, I was thinking that, maybe Robot Chicken's pretty good,
Well, okay. Actually, no. Serious. I have a lot of memories for Robot Chicken. Robot Chicken's actually funny as hell.
I like Castlevania more than Avatar.
I mean, well, it depends. Well, okay. Okay. In all seriousness, In all seriousness, when I say that Avatar is the best cartoon, obviously it's my opinion. Obviously, that's not an objective fact.
South
obviously.
Park is greater than the Boondocks.
Okay, niggas you die though.
No. Even if someone loves South Park, no, not even fucking close. Boondocks is far more consistent.
Bro, no. No, in all seriousness, I'm not gonna talk shit about Boondock. I'm not gonna talk shit about South Park because I actually do like South Park, but I can't have it above Boondocks. Boondocks is just really, not only is it really clever, but also it's just actually really well done. There's hardly any flaws I can really say about Boondocks. It has flaws, obviously. Any cartoon does. Even Avatar does. But its flaws are very far and few between, in my opinion.
Alright, let's see
One
here.
of the funniest lines from Boondocks. You think ignorance is cute? I bet you think mental retardation is downright adorable.
When I saw what God was like and Spawn, my Christian heart died. Oof. For me, Avatar in general is the best cartoon in general. Teen Titans 2003 right next to it for me.
See,
Ooh, that's a good one.
Based. Thank you.
One's also a good one.
Hey Zim, Bane versus Noi? I don't know who Noi is. Doro Hidara? Do any of you two know what the hell Doro Hidara is?
One thing, surprised someone even knows what it is. Also, two, I'm pretty sure Noah would win that, actually. Although, then again, depends on the scaling. But,
Oh,
uh,
so I've been brought to the attention that a potential better matchup for Tanjiro is the main guy from Dororo. You know, the one where he has to kill demons to get back like body parts.
oh, yeah. I think I know what you're about.
Is this because Tanjiro beats Jonathan in a fight now? Is that why you're switching gears?
I will debate you. Do you want that? I will fucking debate you.
Sure, let me just explain you why JoJo Lightspeed isn't a thing.
Okay, I'll
Fuck
say
off,
this.
Comic Vine.
I'll say this. Teen Titans Go, it's not entirely, like, it's not the worst thing ever. It's just that it's not really a good reboot, which, by the way, people who say it's not a reboot, no, you're wrong. The series itself literally is a rebooted timeline of the original Teen Titans, so...
Didn't they literally have an episode where they brought in the original Teen Titans?
Yeah, they did. So the people who are saying that this is like not a reboot, no, bullshit, it's a reboot by definition of it. Both in universe and out.
Generator Rex is actually pretty chill. Generator Rex is a good one.
I don't remember much of it, I just remember really liking it.
Generator Rex is actually really good. It's a bit underrated in some in some areas. Like, I wish more people talked about it. That is.
What's
What
your
are your opinion on Avatar?
Oh, go ahead. No, you were gonna read the one I was gonna read. Go ahead.
Legend of Korra. I don't like Legend of Korra. I'm gonna just be blunt. It's not only is it nowhere near the goodness of Last Airbender, in my opinion, it's only halfway a good cartoon. Like, it has 2 good seasons.
You either like
it.
Korra or you hate Korra. That's what I've learned on the internet.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, people who are defending this and saying that and stuff like that. Oh, a lot of them also have to pull a Star Wars and say, oh, but the original had issues too. No, fuck off. This isn't even about the original. It does have its issues, but nowhere near as prominent as Legend of Korra, especially Korra herself as a character.
You sound like a prequel hater, Neo. I know you don't hate the prequels now, do you?
Actually, don't know. I will defend the prequels. They're not as bad as people. They're not as bad as people say. Alright, I will defend those too. The prequels are alright, but like, well, specifically, 2 of them are. But
Are you saying you don't like episode 2?
no, I don't.
Motherfucker. Listen,
But
don't
no.
listen to Neo as degenerate opinions.
I only think 2 of the movies are actually good. Those being Revenge of the Sith and Force Awakens.
Amon was cold. Yeah, but then they ruined Amon by saying he's a waterbender. I guess spoilers for Korra.
Here's the thing: they shouldn't have made Well, for one thing, I find it stupid that they made blood bending. They've had some sort of capabilities with energy bending, being able to take bending. That is stupid.
That was out of
absolutely
nowhere.
dumb. And here's the thing about that: talking about blood bending in the daytime, blood bending in the fucking day.
You sound like physically insulted here.
Dude, no. To understand just how stupid that is, that would literally be like, for example, there being stronger tides during a fucking solar eclipse. That doesn't make any fucking sense. That's stupid. It doesn't make any sense with the lore or anything like that. And I understand there's the argument, oh, but bloodbending got powerful over time. That doesn't explain how it defies the basic mechanics of bloodbending, which is during a full fucking moon. How does that translate? And here's the thing. So you're trying to sit here and tell me that these 2 motherfucking random ass waterbenders is more powerful than the originator of the fucking thing? You're fucking lying and delusional. I'm actually really annoyed at this because I've seen people make some of the most dumbest arguments about this, ignoring that it's the most stupidest thing in the series. There's no explanation for why Amon has half the shit that he does through bloodbending. It's stupid, and people are trying to sit here and act like that we didn't get established this way back with very clear rules, and trying to say, but oh, you know, maybe there's some explanation. No, there's no explanation for this other than they just don't know what the fuck they're doing. And again, it's like, I don't want to hate Korra, it's just that Korra is almost like a slap in the face in so many regards to things in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Ignoring the, and let's also get into the fact that Korra just somehow knows most of the elements as a fucking child. Like, seriously, dude? Aang was only like, what, 12 or something? Well, technically he's older, but 12 physically, let's just say 12. When he learned the elements and stuff like that. While you can't say that, oh, that's still young, that's older, that's still much older than like a fucking toddler who logically shouldn't even really have that much of a skill base to it. Like, again, people who want to bring up, oh, but Azula's a child prodigy. Again, she's not too far from, like, around Aang's age, basically. So it doesn't make any sense. We've never seen in the series up until the point of Korra that a toddler can learn not only just elements and master it, but master 4 of the fucking elements, or like 3 of them. That's stupid.
Okay.
It's dumb.
Okay, to play devil's advocate here a little bit, I think Toph as a child did learn earthbending, like to move rocks right away from the mole creatures as like a 4-year-old.
Yeah, no, she had it, but she didn't master it. Korra mastered. She mastered, fully understood these abilities as a toddler.
Well, okay, so hang on. I see Dragon Ball Z down there saying something. Well, just to be clear, it doesn't matter if it applies to Super. This is referring to Naruto, or not Naruto, it's referring to Avatar. And also, I don't think Neo even likes Super's writing.
I don't like Super either. Super's garbage. I will actually die on that hill too. Garbage. Well, mostly garbage, at least. It has good parts in it, actually. I'll take that back, at least. It does have good parts.
I did Slayer 666 asks, so what do you guys think is the worst movie of all time?
That's dependent on opinion and the likes, and it also just depends on what you look for in a movie. Me personally, I feel like the worst movie would have to be one that's just boring, because again,
All right,
okay, alright.
Oh, Kyle didn't miss a fucking beat!
Well, going in, okay, ignoring the contrarian over here. Ignoring the contrarian over here. What was I gonna say?
You mean the
here's
truth
thing.
seeker?
Here's the thing. In my personal opinion, what I consider a bad movie is just one that's just boring. One that I personally there was nothing of value for me to really get from it. Again, people like to bring up movies like The Room and the likes, but The Room is a movie that I will still watch because it still provided me entertainment. Like, it was a bad movie, don't get me wrong. It was still, you know, entertaining though, so I wouldn't consider it a fully bad movie, if you get what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense, but it's kind of hard. Basically, what I'm getting at here is, if a movie can provide me some type of entertainment, which literally is the whole point of just media as a whole, fictional media as a whole, but if it can provide me entertainment, then hey, that's cool. I'm gonna cut it slack, even if it's not for reasons intentional. I'll cut it slack. But if it's a movie that just either didn't try or just didn't entertain me in any fashion, then that's when I consider it a bad movie. But even then, I can't even consider it an objectively bad movie, because I would argue again, there's no such thing as an objectively bad movie.
Clearly,
it's
you
just
haven't
really
watched National Lampoon's movies.
Hey.
Okay.
Again, it just depends on
What?
it depends on really what you. It just really depends. Again, and this isn't just applied to movies. I can really apply this logic to really with a lot of media as a whole, personally. Because again, a lot of what we look for in things in general comes from what we perceive and what we really want in something. So all of that doesn't come from some sort of universal fact or universal law or anything like that. It can't be objective by definition. It's going to be subjective. Just
Clearly, again, you haven't seen a National Lampoon movie. But anyways, okay, so is Generator Rex uni? I don't think so. And I mean recent National Lampoon, not some of the old stuff. Some of the old stuff was actually pretty decent.
I have watched the sequels. The sequels make me want to slit my wrist, but you know,
hey, the rest of the movies weren't that bad. They did get like more absurd, but they weren't that bad.
I was talking about I said Star Wars.
No, I know, but I saw he said Resident Evil there.
Oh, I know one. Fast and the Furious.
Hey, Fast and Furious is good. Fuck you.
Fast and Furious sucks.
It's great. The first movie was really good.
Actually, that reminds me of a fucking argument I had with my dad fucking a couple of days ago.
All right, fight.
Because he was trying to tell me how he didn't like the original Spider-Man's because he thought Toby was cheesy, and I looked at him and I said, "You like Fast and Furious? I don't want to fucking hear this
The
from
first Fast and the Furious movie is really good. Fuck off.
you." No, it's fucking not.
It's fine.
It's okay.
It's good.
It's not. It's
You,
okay.
you just don't get the culture because you're not Hispanic or in LA. Fast and Furious is
Dude.
ass. Fuck you, no.
dude, I'm sorry, but if you find bread and water pretty good, okay.
Fuck you. Okay. She didn't master them. She had to do it when she was 16. I think the point Neil's trying to make here is that she literally shows up as a toddler and she's able to perform them adequately, regardless of like, oh, she doesn't have this specific technique. Fine, that's fair. But like, look at how easily she can bend the elements.
Yeah, again, it's like I'm gonna bring this up again, but like no, whether you want to argue she fully mastered her mind, it doesn't matter. We've never seen up until the point that a kid can have very in-depth knowledge of it. Matter of fact, one of the things that define how good you are is your ability to. Well, then again, the elements also correspond to personality and the likes. But no. But here's the thing about that: how old she is. It's not enough to really define much of that. Like again, she would logically have so logically speaking, her water bending would be a lot more powerful than her other one and stuff like that. But that's not how that works. You again, a lot of these arguments just straight up fall on just speculation that's just not true and stuff like that. It's like again, I'm trying to be really generous with this, but like. You have to really stretch out so hard that I don't even think Reed Richards would be able to outreach you. It's crazy.
Well, you know, okay, so, Unknown Hero, you don't need to see her spend like 3 seasons learning the elements. Just don't show her off already being able to use 3 of them. Just have a time skip where she's learned them. That's all you have to do.
Exactly. Like again, it wouldn't be such a problem if at how old she is. Like again, if she was at around the age where she was learning how to use fire, that would make so much more sense. Or even around the age of like Azula, so like that would make more sense. But like no, she's a literal toddler. I forgot how old she was specifically, but again, she was like a literal toddler.
I think she is like 4 or something.
No, that makes it even more dumb because again, she wouldn't be old enough to really develop a full capacity to like learn like that.
That just sounds like a nitpick.
Not possible.
That would not be a nitpick. No, a nitpick would be saying that like Korra fucking learned firebending in 1 episode. So this is the problem: is that it's a big narrative beat. It's not a nitpick. A nitpick is like how Korra uses her bending. Like, oh, she's a better bender than Masters we see in the series, even though she's only had it for like a week. Like, that would be maybe a nitpick, because she's supposed to be a prodigy, I think. But this is more of an important story beat. It's not a nitpick. It's actually a pretty substantial thing.
And again, it wouldn't be a nitpick also on the base that it also opens a lot of implication. That's true. So are you just gonna say a lot of what I brought up has a lot of implications? For example, Yakone being able to bloodbend in the day. So are you just gonna sit here and tell me that he's more powerful than the original creator of it, who logically would have more in-depth knowledge of it because he literally developed it? But also you're gonna sit here and tell me that not only is he more powerful than Hama, but also somehow more powerful than a good portion of benders who are literally canonically one of the strongest in the series. Matter of fact, let's talk about how Korra normalizes lightning bending. So you're gonna sit here and tell me that lightning bending, something that originally was based off of how powerful and proficient you are, and not only fire, but just in general a lot of things. You're gonna sit here and tell me that these random lightning benders are more powerful than people like fucking Ozai and Iroh?
So,
no, you're fucking stupid. You're dumb.
I did hear a counter argument about that I think actually does make sense. So one of the arguments is that I think this is confirmed in the comics. I could be wrong, but Zuko expands the people who. So apparently, lightning usage was only taught to the royal family until Zuko became the Fire Lord. So it's not that random lightning benders appeared out of nowhere. It's that the ability to be taught lightning bending became more public after Zuko. So that's why there's more of them around.
But that's not the issue I'm bringing. It's not that they're more public around. It's the fact that it kind of implies power creep, or at least kind of goes towards that. Because again, it isn't just based off of pure knowledge and likes like that. You still have to be very somewhat adept and skilled in the usage of it. It isn't just like knowledge based, like with bending in general. So it kind of opens the door for a lot of implications that obviously are just not true. Like again, I'm trying to be as lenient with this as possible, but like again, a lot of this just makes no sense. And I think the worst offender is the bloodbending aspect.
Wait, hang on. That's fair, but hang on one second. Ryan, the worst movie of all time you thought was That's My Boy with Adam Sandler and
No, I'd say it's in terms of one of the worst.
Oh, so would you rather Jack and Jill?
I was gonna say put Jack and Jill on there, boy, but not That's My Boy. Come on, that's got some good great moments.
That's
Okay,
got
but
more.
no,
No. That movie
Fuck
is
that
good.
white boy. Fuck that.
No. That movie is good more for the meme.
It's got its moments.
I mean, Jack and Jill is also
Terrible.
fucking horse shit. Like it's almost as bad, but like that's
No, no, Ryan. I'm sorry. Jack and Jill is fucking way worse than That's My Boy.
jeez. Listen, okay.
Hang on.
Unknown hero, listen, dude. I'm sorry to say this, but you're actually being pretty dumb right now. That's not a good argument. Let me explain why. Bending may have some art, may have some sort of semblance to martial arts, but at the end of the day, it's not based off of pure knowledge. I've explained. Not only have I explained this, but the series I've explained this as well. It's not based off of just pure knowledge. There's still a degree of power that's based off of it. Not only power, but also still adeptness and stuff like that. Not everyone is going to be as adept as Ozai or Iroh. That's just objectively not true. That not only is it objectively not true, but the series itself just outright confirms it because they're still canonically some of the strongest in the series. So unless you want to sit here and tell me that people have gotten more powerful than them overall, which is not confirmed, the series outright just says that's not true. Then no, you don't have an argument here. You're speculating. You're speculating hard and just blatantly contradicting what's told to us.
So I've never seen this comic creator channel. It looks like he's brand new to the power scaling scene. It looks like he does comics, which comic creator makes sense. Haven't
Horror
seen his
characters are
content.
stronger than the last Airbender. Not really though. Like in terms of like, if we're talking like feats, sure. But like if we're talking about just pure bending skill, that's objectively not true at all. That's not true at all. Like that's just blatantly not. That's just blatantly shown not to be true. Like the only aspect of that would be true would be Aang and Korra, but that's only because they're literally the same being. The manifestation of the avatar. Other than that, no, you don't have a case. There's no instance of that. There's more instances of the old benders being more stronger than the newer ones. The only thing that the newer benders have are they've basically expanded it. Like for example, we've got new types of bending, but that doesn't mean that they're more powerful though. There's no evidence for that. That's speculation. Better feast does not make better bender. No, you're being dumb right now. That's objectively not true. Better feast does not mean better bender. That would be like saying, okay, that would be like saying that Batman being more stronger than Shiva makes him just a better martial artist than her, which is objectively not true.
Again, like you can't. Well, first off, you can't really argue the newer benders would be better, since even if you really want to stretch this, like we're talking about people who are in constant war versus people who are in peace times. There's a very highly unlikelihood that they'd be better fighters.
Again, I understand that you're trying to make the argument that, oh, but it's been expanded. That doesn't mean anything, though. Bending has an element of power to it. It has an element of power and the likes of it. It isn't just knowledge-based. If it was something that was like, oh, I can go to school and learn how to use this, that's not true. Otherwise, we would see non-benders using bending, which is not true. Because they just have to have a skill for it and also just have to have the power for it in general. There's a lot of elements to it, but it isn't just knowledge-based is what I'm getting at. This isn't just something that you can just walk into a school and learn. If that was the case...
Doesn't the last Airbender basically show that not everyone has an affinity to learn how to bend?
Yeah, exactly. So here's the thing about that. If the series established that anyone can learn bending and they can just go into a school and learn it, then yeah, you would probably have more of a basis for your argument than me. But no, the series shows that how good you are and how skilled you are also correlates to just how powerful you are as well. Hence, again, why Iroh and Ozai are some of the strongest in the series.
So I will point out here that technically Legend of Korra does explain why people can't bend. There are just some people whose spirits aren't in tune with the elements, but technically, and I think I'm not sure if you watched the whole series, Neo, or if you dropped it by this point, but
I've watched it all. I
Yeah,
can definitely
so
comment.
technically the spirit convergence basically reveals that as long as you can that like basically as long as you can spirit bend, you can basically give anyone you want bending. So technically at some point down the line there will be no more non-benders because there will be enough spirit benders just turn non-benders into benders.
I know that's true and all, but we're talking about like season 1 and the stuff like that, which is what he's arguing. Which again, that makes his argument even less applicable. It makes it just even more bad.
If we're gonna talk
Like
like
again,
Korra's bad, like we're gonna talk about like bad role playing with Korra, like just
dude, no.
Domino's.
I'll debate you on Discord on this. You're actually just factually wrong. Like you're factually wrong. I'll debate you on this. I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry. You're just wrong on this. Like I know this is really like uncharacteristic of me of being like this bitch. I mean, this much of a douche and all this likes. But like no. This is stuff that's just basic knowledge of the series. That's just straight up wrong. Like straight up.
All right, so
I'm normally not one to denounce people's opinions, but like this isn't like really much of an opinion thing. It's just straight up wrong, and it's like speculation, which is the thing that annoys me the most. It's speculative stuff that's just straight up is not right at all.
all right. So okay, move on now. I think they'll take care of this themselves. Actually, I don't even know if your Discord server is actually public or not.
Like I'll drop my Discord. Like I'll drop my Discord in the thing right here. Like you can add me and we can do this. I'll add you and we can do this in some server right now. I'll debate you on this right now. Like I'll do this right now, dude. I'm down for this. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I've watched this series for a while. I've watched Korra. I've read the comics and I've watched the show. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So you can go ahead and debate me if you want. I know what the hell I'm talking about, dude.
Oh, damn! He's dropped it. Oh, also, guys, no one else take that. Obviously, just for him.
I don't really care because again, if anyone else disagrees, I'll debate you on this shit too. I don't care. I'm very confident what I'm saying.
Wait.
Which again, sorry, go on.
Oh, I was gonna ask Newhit. Newhit, you're not gonna go Yon? I didn't see them ban Yon. Okay, it's going Annie. Dude, the retcons in Korra were awful. I would have much preferred to have the lore be more rooted in mystery. So technically, like one of the things you're supposed to be taught as a writer, and one of the things I failed at immensely with writing is that like technically mystery makes intrigue. So the problem with Legend of Korra's expanded lore is they added all the answers people were curious about, and it either satisfied or not.
Korra can be any character.
That's clearly a joke. That is clearly bait.
Yeah, it is. And matter of
Wait,
fact,
what the fuck?
I'm beginning to think that Knighted Slayer and Unknown Hero are either alts or of each one another or something else.
They've talked roughly at the same time, so if they're alts, then that's like the most impressive alt work I've ever seen. Okay, so we have a support Malphite. Oh boy. Hey, Morgana's on the enemy team. Great. Now I can enact my... I mean, I'm not going to get in that. Yeah, I know. Knight Slayer's clearly trolling there. After all, Korra couldn't even beat Storm. I actually forgot if she won that fight or not. I don't watch that battle. Alright, let's go and set this up for a league game. There we go. Yeah, no, but yeah, I actually I've actually basically dropped oh, hang on a minute. What's going on here? Alright. But no, I actually dropped Korra pretty early on. I was not impressed with the series, so I was like, we can go from here. No, no,
man.
you just add him. No, unknown. You add Neo. That's how this works.
Well, either way, I still stand by my point. Korra is mostly garbage. There were some good points in it, and there was some good seasons, actually. I'll give it that, but it's garbage. It's garbage writing-wise. It's garbage lore-wise, especially lore-wise. It's garbage in so many different areas that it's ridiculous.
I feel
like,
so bad.
I'll say this. Korra definitely has some good characters in it. Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like that it doesn't have some good characters. It does. Just
It has
Korra-
Iroh.
Sorry, say that again?
It has Iroh.
Well, besides, well, no. But no. No, Korra has good characters. It's just Korra isn't one of them. She's not. She does get better. She does get better. She does get better with time. I will give that. But I still don't consider her as like she's not as compelling as like half the characters in like
Mangler.
fucking. like she's not as compelling as like half the characters in the original. Not even just talking about main characters. Either. Like, or if it's something I'm being super harsh. But again, I'm not even trying like to hate on this because this is Avatar at the end of the day. This is still part of the series. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna be genuinely honest when I really am. After all, it's the same person who shit on the Gen 4 remakes for Pokemon. I didn't like those either, and it's not because nostalgia. It's just because I'm gonna be honest with the series, because honesty is the best way you can give something to the series, as opposed to lying to yourself and saying that this is good while having a fire office in the background. Clearly, it's not good.
For me, Korra is the opposite. It started with potential, but everything as the series continued to fall apart. All right, so Newman has a different opinion on that one. He thinks it started decently and it got worse.
It's objectively not garbage. Well, for one, ignoring the fact that you can't objectively prove that because that's your opinion. It's objectively your opinion, so it's not objectively not good.
Right.
It's just your opinion is not good.
Right.
Ignoring that fact, I would still debate that it's not
unknown. He already sent the Discord tag. Just scroll up. He already sent it.
No. This is a whole. This is a literal. There's a lot of debates on. There's a lot of debates on this stream. So why is it a problem when I debate, huh? Why is it a problem? Why is it a problem? There shouldn't be. There shouldn't be at all. If people are allowed to express their opinion, then why am I not allowed?
Okay, shit.
Like. No, that's my opinion. If you don't like that, then sorry. If you don't like me being vocal about my opinion, then sorry, go to another stream. I'm not gonna just suddenly silence myself because you don't like that. I'm sorry.
I should be fine until 6. He already does. Oh, fuck. That should hit me. Anyways, yeah, no, he did send a Discord tag up there. I don't know why you didn't see that. You know? I just don't really like. I've seen Korra for the most part. Didn't really like it. Haven't really gone back to it since. I get mixed. I get like basically it's either you like it or you don't. Where did Jordan go? I will say this though, actually, a bit off topic about the main specific situation. The lesbian romance popped up. I think that's like I don't think that was on the Nickelodeon version, right? That's why that's like one of the reasons they got rid of the show on Nickelodeon, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I would say, yeah, like if I recall correctly, by the end, Korra ends up with her ex-boyfriend's ex.
Listen, dude, I can go on to a whole rant about that too, because it's dumb. Like, there's actually little connections that her and Asami have. Like, there's actually think about it. Like, just really think about it for a second. Like, she's dating. Okay, let's put this into perspective. So, she's dating her ex's girlfriend, basically. Someone that basically cheated on her. This is basically like an NTR, basically, kind of. When you really, like, come on, let's be real here. It's basically like NTR. Let's be real here. You can't say I'm wrong.
Wait. I'm actually not 100% familiar with the way the relationship works here. So then, like, what was her connection to the ex before, like, they dated?
Who, Asami to Mako?
No, Asami to Korra.
They did have some moments, but other than that, it was not that much to where it would like kind of justify them being together. And keep in mind, I don't mind the pairing itself. It's just they didn't really do a good job of conveying it though. It felt like it came like really out of nowhere per se. If you get what I'm saying, that's the only issue I have with it.
I see.
Actually, what you're saying, it's the original Bumblebee.
Oh my god, no!
Hey, Bumblebee had a song behind it.
Dude, as someone who went through the series recently, they don't talk at all.
Wait, Gang and Blake? I'm pretty sure they're partners, my guy.
They don't talk at all. It should have been what. I'm still gonna say this now, just because of story consistency. It should have been Weiss and Blake.
It should have been, but Weiss is being shipped off to either Jean for the writer's self-insert or Ruby, depending on how that story goes.
No, Ruby's basically been set off with Oscar.
Don't worry, Twitter will fix that.
Look, I'm just being honest with you. Like again, there's a lot of things that I'm just being genuinely honest with when I say it about. Like again, and keep in mind the whole Asami and Korra thing is actually one of the lesser issues that I have. The only issue I just have of it, as I mentioned, is it just could have went more in depth with it. Because a lesbian pairing isn't really bad. It's just that they have to just justify it. Okay, just make it make sense. Like, don't just make it out of nowhere. Like, and the people who are saying, oh, but what about Korra? I mean, what about Aang and Katara? That didn't come out of nowhere. That's been around since literally the first season, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say Aang and Katara was like Aang was after Katara since Word Go. There was something going on there, and then you had the fortune teller episode and shit like that.
The point I'm trying to make here is that like if like Korra, and keep in mind Korra and Asami didn't have to be a thing since season 1. It could have just been a thing since season 2 or actually matter of fact even season 3. Just do something to make it make sense. That's all I'm asking. Like don't make it come out of nowhere.
Alright, I gotta go back
You
to
know?
this. Ruby hasn't come up. Ruby was not a dumpster fire since episode 1. No, season before the Jean arc of season 1, Ruby was fine. The problem was when the John arc happened, you kind of forgot who the fuck the main character was at that point. The problem was Korra treated the whole love thing as a selling point and not a side thing like in the original.
Well, here's the thing about that. That's kind of what ruined the first season. Because here's the thing: the first season had some good foundations to it. That's the thing. It's just that, other than that, it fell flat. Other than that, like again, the love romance was the worst thing in my personal opinion.
That's still not that long. Now it's a few episodes.
Also, unknown. I literally gave you Zim server. Like you can join in, dude. Like that's what that link is for.
Is Unknown already part of the server? I'm actually surprised. I thought I added that one before. Hang on.
Oh, then I think that either that means you're inside the server or something. Let me see something real quick. I don't think he's inside, is he? Let me see. No, he would have joined, I believe, if he did. Yeah, he's not in there. Okay, so I did send him the invite, so it didn't work for some weird reason. Let me see something.
As far as I know, you have my same permissions more or less as Manglers.
I was like, let me see. Let me make it expire never. Add no limit. Then let's try to generate it. Then let me send it to him again and see if that works. Okay, I didn't even realize. Okay, let me send it to him one more time and see if that works. If not, can one of you do it? Because I'm trying to debate him inside here. I don't feel like, because again, I'm not trying to be dragged outside the, I'm not trying to like literally lead the call to the debate.
Anyways, my scaling for SMT has been complicated now. What happened with your SMT scaling changing? Because you were actually playing SMT 5, right?
Ascended Lucifer, very likely scaling above 4 YHVH.
Okay, there he is. Now you can join the call. Oh wait, I forgot to drag him in. That's right. That's
yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna drag him in.
Or
fuck.
Yeah, that's right. We have to drag him in. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to have to join the call, and then I'll just drag you in myself. Just like not join the call, but you know, join in general.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that was too easy. Too easy.
You have to join in general, and then I'll drag you from there.
Anyways, no, look, my guy. Ruby had potential at the start. You know, give or take its flops. It also had, despite what probably some people think now, it actually did have some really solid 3D animation for its time when it first popped up.
You can just join and, dude, you can join. Okay, the channel is logged. Okay, then, dude, here's what I'll do. What do I have to do to give him this? He should. No, that's weird. He should be able, or unless he needs like a, unless he needs like a newcomers.
You can drag him in. Like you can drag him in. We can drag anybody in. It's just that for some reason with Discord that causes connection issues depending on like who's being like when it drags in. So it'll be like you should be able to drag him in directly.
Well, here's the thing. He said he's the call. Well, no, I'm telling you the join in general. Like not the actual stream call itself. General. That you should be able to join that regardless. Then I
Yeah.
will drag you into stream channel to talk to you. That's what I'm
I
trying to
don't
tell
think
you.
Na'Vi no stronger than Nanashi. Can you say that in actual like SMT like non-name terms so I can understand what you're saying? Because again,
Okay.
I changed the character's name, so I don't know who is Nanashi Demi-Fiend or.
No.
No. Everything is Naoki. On Naoko or something like that.
Man, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything. Maybe in the culture that's like actually distinct.
5 protagonist.
Okay. Unknown. You should be able to join general. Have you tried that yet? Like, I've been telling you that for like the past second.
But
Unable to. Okay, I'm talking about
That's-
general though.
I was gonna say like if he's unable to join general channel, that's something wrong with his end.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, there it is. There you go. Okay, finally. Now I'm gonna drag you into here in the call. So there you go. You're in the call now.
Yeah.
All right. So do you want to discuss your points now or not? 'Cause I want to get this over with. I don't got time for this.
Yeah. Do you want to discuss why the benders are better than Korra? Why Korra is objectively not bad?
Well, we can talk about objectively not bad because again, I'll argue you can't. There's no such thing as an objectivism in.
Oh yeah, I agree. So that would just be our points being neutral. My opinion is like it's not objectively bad.
Well, I never said it's objectively bad. I said that it's just not bad. It's just not good to me. I never said it's objectively
Okay,
like fact.
that's cool. But my point would just be it's not objectively bad.
Well, then if that's the case, then there's no debate here because I don't
Okay,
think that.
how about we debate though on like the Korra benders being better than the last Airbender?
Well,
of course, we're
okay.
not talking about like. Of course, we're not gonna talk about like adult Toph because obviously like she is better, like kid Toph, you know, compared to like the Korra cast. I do think the Korra
Well,
cast
you,
are
one
better.
thing you said that you were going to debate just your points in general. Like, if we're going to talk about just benders being better, sure. If you can provide examples for that, like I'm just like again,
Well,
if,
yeah,
if
yeah, I
you
got
bring
you.
up. If you're gonna bring up feats doesn't determine the better bender. Bender is skill based. Like that'd be again. I brought up the example earlier that'd be like saying that Batman being powerful than Lady Shiva makes him a better fighter, martial artist, which that's not true. That's not how that works.
Well, it depends on what we like mean by better bender.
Well, I'm talking about more proficient and more skilled, more proficient, more skilled. In
What do you mean like more skill? Because like I can say like using lightning subclass are is a skill. But if you mean like the martial arts behind it, that would be hard to determine which is better.
Well, what do you mean by skill? Because that in itself doesn't. Okay, so let me be okay. So I guess let me just be a little bit more elaborate. Because like again, if we're talking about, because again, I even said this myself. If we're talking about like feats that are done in there, then okay, cool, you have a case there. But
Yeah,
again,
that's all I'm referring to. Like, what do you mean by skill? They mean techniques. So we mean by techniques. How do you determine a technique is better than the other?
well, simple. It just comes off of pure knowledge, and not only pure knowledge,
Well-
but also what's visibly shown with how they actually use it. in the
Okay,
like-
how would last? I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off. How would last Airbender visually be better than Chorus?
Well, again, I already brought up the knowledge aspect of that.
Like what?
Again, like
Like
not only
what
knowledge,
knowledge?
not only knowledge, but just experience as well.
Like what knowledge would last Airbender have? Korra wouldn't have. The Korra cats wouldn't have.
Well,
we have
just
metal.
having,
wait,
okay,
wait,
well,
wait,
just
wait.
having knowledge doesn't make you as good as that.
Okay,
That's not how that
what
works.
else do you need? Are you about to say experience?
Well, no, not like that. Like again, let's put it this way. That'd be like saying that. Okay, so to put into perspective, that would be like saying, oh, but since scientists have this information now, that means that they should be instantly better than ones back then. Which that I mean, it may have exist now, but that doesn't mean that they're going to have the same level of intelligence to actually interpret and understand it. Like it can be.
I would
it can
agree
be
with that.
present in the modern era, but that
I
doesn't
agree
mean that
with
they're
that
going to be as
knowledge, right?
proficient.
I agree with that analogy. But the thing is that we have feats that are better than the last Airbender.
But again,
So we have.
you're
Wait, wait,
saying,
wait, wait,
you're,
wait,
again,
wait, wait.
feats does not determine.
Let me finish.
Feats does
Wait,
not
Nia,
determine skill.
let me finish.
I
First. Let me
literally
finish.
explained the premise for that. You
Let
have
me finish. Let me finish. I'm saying that since they have the knowledge and the power, their bending is better. That would be my
But
premise.
But that okay, so you didn't refute how that explains anything though. You
Wait,
haven't
okay,
refuted-
wait. Why doesn't that?
I
Well,
explained that again. I
hold
brought up
up,
the
no,
whole
no.
Batman and Shiva example. That would be like saying that Batman's a better martial artist than Shiva because he's stronger. That's not how that
No,
works.
I didn't say that. I said they have the knowledge and the strength, not
Well,
just the
having the
strength.
okay, so I brought up the example that having knowledge doesn't mean that they're better. Doesn't mean that they're better
Well,
vendors.
that'll just
Again,
mean.
feast doesn't determine skill or anything like that. And I brought up the example for that.
Well, that just means we have different definitions of what we return to, like when we say better. And when you
Well,
say
but
skill,
again, if we're
when
talking,
you say skill, can you show me like an example of where like Avatar skill would be better than like core?
well, okay, if we're gonna go off a pure example and stuff like that. Again, one of the biggest examples between skill level and stuff like that. I guess the best way I can put it this way is bring up the lightning bending thing again. There's a difference between Ozai and Iroh using lightning compared to just your average typical users that we see in Legend of Korra and likes. Like
What's the
again, we don't see
difference?
much of them, but there's a
What's
clear
the
skill.
difference?
Well, the difference in them is that not only they can redirect, but also they can also just directly channel it and stuff like that. Again,
Wait, what? Why can't core characters channel it?
well,
What do you
simple.
mean? Like,
Simple. Just because you can like, okay. Well, here's the thing about that. Like that, we don't.
Mhm.
Again, we see very little. We see very little of like the lightning bending people who are using it. But we don't really have much information on what specifically is the mechanic.
and by
of
the
it.
way, core characters can redirect it. We see it like at the very beginning of season 1. We're like they're in like a factory and they're working on metal, and you see them redirect the lightning to make it better.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean okay.
Okay, hold up. Okay, you said your two ensembles is channeling and redirecting. I'm saying they have both of that, unless you have
Well,
like a
having
weird.
both of it doesn't okay, but having both of okay here, let me put it this way. So Ozai and the royal family in themselves, they should logically be better on the fact that not only did they develop it, but also just in general, not only develop it, but they also still have things about it that wasn't really spread to them. That wasn't
Okay,
spread
like
to
what?
anything, like just
Okay,
because Zuko,
I just want to take one.
spread. But here's the thing:
One.
just because Zuko spreads some things about doesn't mean he spreads everything that he
No,
knows
no,
about.
no, no, no,
Because
no.
again,
No, I'm saying what
Iroh
thing.
didn't teach him everything that there is
Okay,
to know.
so
we
you
don't
guys
know
should be able to
any-
hear me right now,
What
and
thing
they can't hear me
they
right
have
now.
that the core characters don't
So
have?
while they're talking,
Well, again, I brought up the premise. Again, I brought up the premise that
I
there's
do
still
want to
some
point
things
out
that.
Okay, I'm
Again,
asking you what things
Stephen
you're appealing to
is
ignorance.
like.
I'm
If you
not
can
telling
give me an
ignorance.
example.
Do you know what the definition of appeal arrogance? Do you know
So
what's the
Stephen
definition?
being stronger
The
than
what?
You clearly
Lucifer
don't.
is
Because again,
really weird.
do you know what
Because
appeal to
Lucifer
ignorance is?
doesn't
Because
send a
again,
higher
What is the appeal to
plane,
ignorance?
and
no, that's you to define
well,
because you're the one that's
so
using
No,
it.
what you asked me that.
the
I'm just asking you what is it.
SMT5 guy does scale.
Because we
That's
can just
not-
have
Well,
different
to be fair,
definitions.
Danfine also scales
Okay,
to
so if we're gonna
SMT.
go off a different
I think you
definition,
can say
okay,
Steven
dude.
stronger.
I said
than
we
you.
could have. I never said we did. I said we could have.
Well, no, you're literally just moving the burden. That's not how that works.
Well, you asked me, do you know what I mean by it? I said,
Yes,
what
I
it
asked you, do you know what that means? So define
Then
it. Again,
I asked
that's
you
not on me to
Oh,
define
wow,
it.
you guys
because
got
that's not on me to
fucked.
define
Well,
it.
because I'll just argue appeal to ignorance is basically appealing to assumption where we have no idea what it is or isn't the thing or the case.
Well, okay,
I'm
so
pretty sure
so let me provide this to you.
Stephen would be
Why would that
stronger.
be? Okay, so if we don't have any knowledge on something like that, why would we make the
we
assumption?
wouldn't assume it is or isn't. It would just be
Well,
neutral.
okay, but why would yours not be any? Why would yours
Hello.
be anything that isn't neutral? Like why would yours
But
be?
wait, your argument is that Suko could probably have not told them something. I said like what? Well, you said well, there could be something Suko could have told them. But not everything.
Can
I
you
said,
hear
like,
me
what?
now?
You said well, you just repeated the same argument, and I just said that's just the appeal to ignorance. Unless you can show me a specific.
Can
case,
you hear me
then I
now?
can't accept it.
Well, why can't you accept it then?
Because you didn't show me a specific like case, like what abilities they wouldn't know.
I did lower their audio. You should be able to
Well,
hear me
again,
now.
here's the thing about that. Just because, okay, so
Okay.
let me put this.
So,
let me put it in this way.
I'm pretty
okay?
sure Stephen's still
So,
stronger because Demi
you can
Fiend
have-
does
so you can
scale
have,
to the fifth
like, You
protagonist.
can have a certain skill. and
Soul
you can
next?
spread it to
Oh,
people,
fuck,
but
Soul is
not
next?
Exactly, but not exactly like everyone have the like same mechanisms behind, like same.
Okay, that's
mechanisms.
cool, but why would that make the Suko's better if it's not the same? Hey, let's say it is different. That doesn't necessarily make it better or worse.
Well, again, okay, let's put it this way. Let me put it this way.
Okay.
Sorry, go on. Sorry.
No, you can go. I'm waiting for it.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I just want to mention something. I'm not tense or anything. I don't know if I came at you the wrong way. But
Okay.
like, this more for like.
Yeah,
for
I'm pretty sure
discussion.
Stephen is
I
stronger.
don't know about that because truth be told, I think I have a firm idea of people like you, but
What did
Okay,
that mean?
okay. Oh, can we escape? Can we escape?
maybe I don't know.
Oh no, what the okay.
Okay, so let's
Okay,
go ahead and
so,
go continue.
look.
We're back. All right.
Continue though with your analogy.
Well, regardless, what I'm gonna say was again. Okay, well, let me just go back.
Yeah,
to
I'm pretty sure
square one,
Stephen's stronger because
so we can-
Danny
so we
Fiend
can-
does
so we can make it
scale
funny.
to
So
the
again, your
protagonist.
premise on why they would be better is that again that they have knowledge and that they have technique and stuff like that.
No, better
Right.
feats. I said
Better
better
feats.
feats than the knowledge. Yeah.
Okay, but then how does the feats correlate? How does the feats correlate to stuff like that? How does it? That's the
Stuff
let's
like what?
go that.
Wait.
Because
What
that's the
stuff like
biggest.
what?
Because that's the biggest thing. How do feats correlate to actual? How does feats correlate to skill? Let's put it that way.
Well,
Because I think that's the
hold on.
biggest
You're
thing.
referring to skill. I said I referred this better. I'm asking. My whole premise after that was that how do you determine skill is better? And you didn't really give me like a concrete answer.
Okay, so
Well, in
yeah.
a sense, well, okay. Well, here's the thing about that. Again, well, your initial, your initial premise though still relies on power being the main thing. But again,
Yeah.
you never explain how that correlates.
Yeah, I said
Honestly,
it's better. I
the
never
fact
said the
that Demi
skill was
Fiend
better.
can
I'm neutral on
fight
the skill. You didn't really give me an
Stephen
example, like,
by
why
like
we know
no,
which
the
skill
fact
is
that
better.
Demi Fiend can even fight the fifth protagonist
I
by
said
himself
Benny is better.
would just
You can go back to the
probably
messages
confirm
I
that
sent.
Stephen's stronger since
in
Stephen
the
can fight all
YouTube.
four of them at once.
And I can show you the proof that the bending is better because I'm saying it's stronger. It's stronger because of the feats. Now we're going by skill. You didn't give me an example of the skill would be better in Last Airbender.
Well, actually, okay. So if we're gonna go off of that for one thing, I would argue that experience and also just certain times of error also correlate as well. Because again, this was learned not only during the time of war, but also just in general, they have more experience and intimacy with it as well.
Okay, how do that counter what my argument is?
Well,
My
here's the
argument.
thing about that.
Wait, one second. I'm sorry. My argument is they have better feats and knowledge of it. Them having experience does not like detract, like they're not they don't like debunk them having better feats. Like
Well,
I can
again,
agree.
but here's the thing
I'm
about that.
sorry.
It doesn't matter about the feat though. It doesn't matter about the
Well, it
skill.
does, 'cause
You're
that's my
specifically talking about
premise.
skill.
Damn,
You're
sorry, dude.
specifically asking me about skill. And again, because again,
No,
when
I
it
didn't
comes,
ask
when it
about
comes to
skill.
power, because again, when we're talking about power, I did directly admit that before we even got into this call. That yeah, I'll admit
Yeah,
that. Then.
yeah. Okay, okay. When I said better, I was referring to power. Then you came in here and asked, how do you determine which skill is better? You said visually. That's how do you visually determine which is better?
What do you mean visually though? Because
Well,
I
don't know.
recall
That's
ever
you
saying
said it.
Parappa versus
I
boyfriend.
don't recall ever saying
I
visually.
mean,
Like
like,
I did.
if this
I
is
did
on
because I did
recording,
say that I did say better. I will.
Is
say, I
this
admit that, but I didn't say visually.
is
Alright, I
this a
don't remember.
musical
No,
like?
I think you said when you said, I said, how do you determine?
Yeah, but that
skill
Danny
is
Fiend is from
better?
the end of
I
Nocturne
believe
as
you
well
said
as
something
Divide Danny Fiend is
visually.
way stronger in Nocturne.
I
No, that's
don't-
not
again, and if I'm wrong,
entirely
we can look back at the stream
true.
and see, but I don't remember saying that.
Even okay, that could be the case.
Be-
But,
oh,
let's
fuck,
say
fuck,
that,
fuck.
I was wrong by hypothetically.
Neil, good job holding him
How
off.
would you determine?
Oh yes, still got it,
Again,
boys.
I just explained why I gave my basis for that. Not only again, because again, I'm talking about on a skill basis. Because again,
Yeah,
on
I'm
power,
asking,
we both.
would you determine?
So the
how
problem with
skill
Danny
is
Fiend
better?
like being
I
technically
explained it. I explained
stronger
experience
in
and
5
error-
is
and error
only
time
based
that
off
it's
scaling.
learned. Your
Okay,
counter example.
Listen,
Your
Okay.
counter example was.
I think
it was
boyfriend.
the
If we're
power.
talking like a
I-
rap battle,
look,
like a skill battle, I
No, it
think
wouldn't be a
boyfriend takes that.
counterexample. You do know I'm neutral on which skill is better. I said the bending is better.
Oh.
We agreed it could be better when it comes to like strength and feats. So now we're on skill. Okay, so you said
Which
it's
again, I just
wait,
explained.
wait,
I just explained that in depth. Experience and skill. Well, again, they would.
yeah, I'm about to counter that now. I'm about to counter the experience.
Okay.
The experience point. What makes me think that the characters in Last Airbender is more experienced than characters in Core?
I think boyfriend's got that.
Well, okay. Well, for one thing, again, not only were a lot of them were just straight up the originators of what they know, but also just in general, they had to not only did they had to adapt and utilize it during a time of war, meaning that it has to be more combat applicable and more combat based, but also just in general as well. A lot of characters also just in general had more time to develop and change their craft. Also noted by how a lot of it also got shared and got varied as well. Like,
Honestly,
again, I'm not gonna sit here and
The debate parameters have
I
like
have two problems with that. One,
Okay.
being the originator don't really matter inherently, like if the skill is better, because you can be the originator
Fuck!
and still be worse
Fuck!
than like the student. And for their
Well, no,
experience, wait,
I'll admit that, but again, do we have
yeah,
any? Okay, but do we have any visual? Do we have any examples of that besides power? Because the power doesn't determine skill, and I explained that as well.
yeah, because like we know Zuko wasn't able to like lightning down. Well, we have Mako, somebody that's able to.
Okay, but again,
We have. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm not. We have actually many others that can lightning bend when Zuko wasn't able to lightning bend. That mean like skill is better. We know lightning bending had like a specific unique what was it? Conditions you
Honestly,
have to
I
do
kind
to
of
do it.
forgot what
And
the
we know
like
Zuko wasn't able to do
the
it. That's why you
debate's
have to redo it right now.
parameters are a
And we know
little
core
weird
characters can do both.
because like I thought it was
here's the
skill
thing
based,
about
but
that.
the
At
guy
the
claims it's
time,
not
yeah,
skill
you could have
based.
an argument at the time, but like during the time of like talking about post the show and all that likes,
Like
it's
comics,
becoming
not really.
there's not really conditions for it. And keep in mind, you're by your own argument,
Yes!
you can't say that it's
Joe!
by that same argument. Like
What argument would I be using?
you're saying, but your earlier argument for me was I was using an argument of ignorance to say we can't determine either or anything
Yes.
like that.
Do you know that I'm
Yo!
saying I'm neutral on this stance, correct?
Okay, so if we're neutral on this and we both agree on power,
Wait,
then
we're
what are
both
we?
neutral. No, you're not neutral. You're saying Last Airbender is better in skill. I'm saying I'm neutral on that.
Well, okay, but you brought up the whole example about them being so you brought up the example of them being able to use it and the likes, but again, how does that so I will admit that Avatar in itself initially did have a thing where a lightning beam was seen as special, but the issue with that is that like again by your own admission that wouldn't really prove that they're better. It just means that they have that wouldn't prove that they have more skill. It just means that they now have knowledge in that, which again
Wait,
that
you don't think? I'll just argue having knowledge is part of the skill.
Fuck! Help me!
okay, well in that case then fine, but sure that I mean you could have like points there, but still.
Okay, and it's another thing I want to mention.
I'm here up top. I
Would
need.
you say like they was in the time of war? Sure, but like that time it messes like what 3 years of them fighting. Well, in core, we see them fighting for multiple years in their
I got
teenage
back.
age. Like
What the fuck is this Echo doing? I need the farm.
Korra, they've
They're
been
really
training
fast.
for like many years, their teenage years.
Yeah, no.
So to say like have more experience is kind of a lot.
This is
You can say they have.
A war period, a time during war is a different environment from a peaceful time.
You can argue they have more experience, like in like a death, like life and death situation. Sure, we'll say they have more experience in fighting. It's still kind of a lot.
So I've never heard you debate before
because
actually like
during
this
a
hard.
time of war, you would logically have to have more skill. And keep in mind, Team Avatar were actively engaged in the war. Like they weren't just bystanders who have to like.
They was in a war for like 1 year. No, not even 1 year. It was for 1 summer. Actually fighting.
Well, no, because again, they weren't. Because again, in terms of like actual stuff and like they weren't just actively like in like you know the actual forces and stuff, but they're doing stuff behind the scenes as well, like actively help. Like they were sort of like I would say militia in a sense.
The experience they had was only a couple of months though. Like maybe like Azula and Zuko is different.
Fuck.
Like, and Katara, like
Help me!
Fighting
Yes!
a couple of months.
Oh,
And
that
we
kind
see,
of fucked me
for
over.
example,
Ah.
it's kind of irrelevant because we see like the Bloodbender, like the original Bloodbender, lose to Katara. Like she had like many years of bloodbending, and Katara had like maybe a couple of days.
I mean, okay, I'll admit, like, okay, again, I didn't say that it is inherently makes them better. I just brought it up as a point. What I'm saying as well is that like not only these people like originated as well, but I also brought up the example.
I think
like,
Newhin should have come in with me.
It would also give them a lot more time to perfect as well. Like again, I will say that like Korra and them, which even then, Korra and them training directly for like years and years on end, which again, that's not entirely true because it wasn't just pure training. It was on and off.
Okay, that was still okay. The same can be said for like Avatar though, because they wasn't like purely fighting. Those days where they didn't fight at all. But I understand what you mean though. Like we wouldn't know like inherently the specific times. But
and again, when I say original like Avatar, like I'm not just talking about like Team Avatar. I'm talking about like Avatar's original whole. So I'm talking like people like Iroh, Ozai, and the likes. Like again, I'm not just talking about like Team Avatar. Like Ozai and Iroh. Like that's when I say Avatar.
Okay, well, I say Korra, wouldn't also include like Toph and Korra, and like the Red Lotus and Korra, No, et cetera, et cetera. Like Osai,
Okay,
I was
okay.
argue Osai is like one of the best airbenders in like the series, if not the best, at
Wait,
least skill wise.
What was I Airbender? What?
No, no, my bad. Not Osai. Zahir. My bad. My bad. Zahir.
Actually, okay, Sire actually is a different case. I'll concede to that because he actually is a really unique case. Because again, I'll actually concede on that one because
What about the
series actually
other
does-
Red Lotus members?
Well, okay, here's the thing. They kind of have a similar situation with what you brought up before. They have knowledge on this stuff like that, but they don't really. Because again, one of them did have something like lava bending, I believe, which is a
Yeah, they did.
development, which is like a development like variation and stuff like that. So I'll give you that, and I'll also give you Sahir as well.
And
But like
also,
other than
I just want to mention there was also a water bender that didn't have lamps. They had to create her own lamps out of water, and we never seen any other character do that. Well, but maybe besides Katara, but with the ocean lamps, but it's not as effective as the one in Korra.
And okay, like I said, well, here's the thing about the Red Lows in general. I'll give you that one because again, the Red Lows in general are like not only like they really bizarre in that, so I wouldn't really use them to represent them as a whole. But you do have a point there. I'll give you that one at least because again, in the series they do.
Oh,
they
good follow,
They
Ewan.
do actually point out. So here's example. He's like able to like free himself so much that he can actually fly. So yeah,
Yeah.
that I'll actually give you. I'll give you that one.
Yeah. And another thing, you said like how they like originate the things, so they'll have like more time to improve it. I just want to mention like even we just used like Last Airbender stuff, maybe the comics. Metal building, I'll argue is better like Korra.
Well, they definitely okay. I'll give you this. I'll give you this as well because like
Oh,
again,
precious.
well, a lot of the things that came from the air from like the metal bending force came from Toph.
Yeah, but like
Alright.
kid Toph and like adult Toph are like different people. I think adult Toph like smacks like kid Toph badly.
Well, yeah, of course he does. Of course he does. But again,
Okay.
when I'm talking, if I'm not talking about the characters during the period of that, I'm talking about the characters that come from themselves. Like when I say Toph, I don't mean like Toph. I mean like Toph as a whole. Like she's a Avatar: The Last Airbender
Well,
character.
Well, when I mean like Last Airbender, I just mean the series, not like the
Hey,
characters.
hey, hey. Fuck.
Okay, if that's okay, so okay, I'm glad you clarified that because if that's the case, then okay, I'll give you okay, then I'll say that as well. I'll say that you do have a point there because like again, when I was talking about like characters like as a whole,
Ooh.
like characters that come from that period, that
Let's go. This may be sound like writing to you, but there's also an argument I just want to mention. You was like, ain't no way Amon is showing me like the original Bloodbender. Well, there's arguments for that because we there's arguments to put Amon above his father. His father was able to bloodbend Toph and Aang, and Aang used his avatar state to get out. That's
Oh,
better
one
feat.
six.
I'm not gonna. No. He is above his like. Again, I'm not gonna deny that. But the issue that I had was the fact that he can bloodbend in the daytime in general. That was the issue that I had.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that. That's a fair criticism.
Like,
I
yeah,
don't
because
think
like again,
I think-
Amon. Oh, sorry.
I
sorry, my
believe the reason was because like it had something to do with the spirits in his family bloodline, because his father and his not his son, his brother could do it too. But
Yeah, no.
I can understand it. I understand the problem there.
Yeah, no. Like again, no. I don't have an issue with Amon like being as powerful because again, he should be as powerful, if not more so, than his father. Like matter of fact, as a kid, we see him bloodbending his father. So so like that is true, but I just had an issue with the general idea that they can bloodbend in the daytime. Like if they could do this, if they were doing this all at night, like if they're doing this all at night, then okay, I wouldn't have too much of an issue with it. I just think them doing it in a day just makes no sense at all.
Well, that was the whole. Did you remember like the trial his father was on?
Yeah. I
That
remember
was
that.
like the whole narrative implication of his.
Oh,
character. He can't
good
bloodbend
shit.
anybody. That's impossible. And like Sokka was like, well, I've seen many impossible things happen, so I mean, like, I can't rule it out. I mean, I understand what you mean though. By the rules of Last Airbender, it does make no sense at all. But I can agree, like, it can like be messy in the sense of Korra, like, kind of retconning. But you can just argue like people got to
New
do
him, was
better
that your
because,
god
like,
tier
more
save,
people-
Newen?
more people
Was that
do
your
that.
god tier to stop on that
And
MF
even
hole?
still, it's like an outlier. It's only like 3 people that can do that.
Yeah, I know. Well, like again, I just wouldn't have again. I wouldn't have so much issue with a lot of this if it just like again. Here's my theory: if they would have actually made some sort of like explanation for it, then okay, I'd be a little bit more like a very like
Fuck!
explicit explanation for it. I can understand it to some degree. I do feel like that it being able to do it during the day just literally just makes no sense at all. Because again, because here's the thing, Avatar in itself is constructed in a way where all the elements correlate to like for example, the reason why they can airbend during like a full moon.
Moon spirits. Yeah, I know. I'll scale Avatar. That's like one of my main verses. I want to mention one thing with Korra. I kind of have a problem. I said this like a nitpick. You can probably disagree, but you don't feel like toddler Korra should be able to ban like fire, water, and earth, right?
Well, not at the age that she like again. If she were doing at the age that she is now, okay, I would make
No, I'm talking
sense.
about
But like
toddler. Yeah, I said toddler.
yeah, no, as a toddler, I don't think that makes sense. I don't.
Well, no.
Well, I explained before. Like again, well, I think I already went in depth in the
I feel like you're saying this. I'm not trying to be real. I feel like you're saying this because we never seen Aang do this.
Okay.
But you gotta wait, one second. You gotta.
I'm
keep
gonna
in
say
mind,
no
Aang was
because
intentionally not
my
trying to be an
mom
Avatar.
is really
Like, he hated being
tired,
an Avatar. But Korra
and
wanted
I'm
be
gonna
an
have to
Avatar.
shut up
And when we see
earlier.
Aang try to do like
So,
elements close to his personality, like water,
I think
he's
we'll
able
just
to master
call
like
it there
easily.
for today.
He was even doing it better than Katara.
And it's already about to be what, like 5 a.m. for you?
Okay, well, here's the thing about that, though. Okay. Well, here's the thing about that. Even if we were to humor that argument and stuff like that, it shouldn't have took Aang that as long as he did to master air. If that's the case, then.
Yeah, I'll let my mom's.
Wait, Aang? Wait, what?
All right, sounds good.
No.
Yeah, we'll play some
if we're
rankings tomorrow.
if we're gonna talk about,
I think what I'll do right
how
now
Korra is able to master
is
things at like a toddler,
finish
at like
my
a toddler
Beerus
age,
versus
and Aang should have
Dante
been able to
video.
master something at a similar age, because again, they're both the same person or the same spirit, basically.
The reason why that's different because their personalities
I'll
are
take care of
significantly
that.
different.
Hey, good shit, Neil. Good shit.
Well, here's the thing.
Good
Aang
shit
didn't
right
have
there.
the conflict about being the Avatar at that age. Matter of fact, I don't even think he would even have a conflict at that age anyway.
He did. What age?
Hang on.
Well, at taller age, like four years old.
I don't think he knew he was the Avatar at that.
Okay, so I'm just gonna let you guys know now that I am gonna be ending the stream since my mom's trying to sleep, so I'm gonna just turn it off in case you guys like aren't aware of the stream ending right now.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. Just letting you guys know.
Okay. When did Aang
sorry,
know he was
the
the
pages
Avatar?
once I
when he
finished
was
one
a
of the commissions for
toddler? 'Cause
Azra.
I thought it was like a bit
Newhin?
late.
Newhin, buddy? What's Azra's bill
I
at?
think he needs I'm pretty sure like it's a trial like when you're
Newhin, but before you go to
to
sleep,
determine if you're
Newhin,
the Avatar or
please
not,
send
or
me
something like that.
Azra's
It was
bill.
a load. Okay, so it was a lotus trial, but I have to remember at what age was it done. But
Korra just
So
didn't
I
do
can
that,
see the
'cause her
so I can see the price
personality
change there.
is just kind of like make
So,
her like
Yeah, just like
I know it sound bad,
on
but
Discord, just
it's
send me
very
the bill
consistent, 'cause
of
when you get my
Azra
class
where
code,
he's at right now,
like
so
your
I
personality
know where he's at.
matter with your bending. That's what I think.
All right. So with that said, for the rest of you guys,
that's true.
I hope you guys enjoyed
I'll
the
admit
stream.
That holds truth to that does
Okay.
hold true. But
I hope you guys enjoyed the
still,
stream.
again,
It
it's
did
just
get
that,
a little
like,
surprising near the
it's
end
not-
there.
my issue
Very
isn't the
passionate
fact
subject
that,
going
like,
on here.
Aang didn't
But
do this,
yeah,
'cause
I
again,
gotta
we
make sure
part-
like
'cause again,
she
we
can
don't
sleep.
really
So with that
have
said,
too
ladies and
many
gentlemen, thank you guys for your
examples
time as
besides Korra,
always.
but
Have a nice day.
again,
I'll see you guys
actually, them gonna
Tuesday.
talk
Kyle
being
will be
able to
streaming Resident Evil on
earthbend,
Wednesday,
but
so we're gonna be
Toph,
giving Blood
like,
Rain a try
again,
on
Toph
Tuesday.
never earthbend
So with that said, ladies and gentlemen,
professionally
thank you guys
at
for your time
all.
as
And
always.
she
Have a
needed
nice
that
day.
just to
I'll see
actually
you guys in the
function.
next streamer
I
video.
mean, with
Take
Toph,
care, everybody.
yeah, the Toph is different because she was blind and she used it for like she was okay.